All right, Shalom. First off, want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakadash. Also want to give double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and honors to all you fellow laborers that are kicking His word in sincerity and in faith. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakakadash, Barakatham, to all you sincere listeners. All right, so back out here in Sacramento, it's the 18th of May, and every day that we wake up, it's a day closer to America's destruction. Because America was created, and the red Hebrew Edomite who calls himself a white man was created really just so the Lord could bring judgment upon him at the end. All right, so this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 4. It reads, "The Lord Yahweh hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil." Now, who are the wicked? Pertaining to the book of Malachi, the first chapter, is talking about the Edomite, the descendant of Esau, who sold his birthright to our forefather Jacob. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1. I'll start at the top. "The burden of the word of the Lord Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?" Yeah, and that's what our people say. And why do our people say that? Because our people are under the curses. So we're in a low condition. So when we tell our people that we're blessed of the Heavenly Father, it's hard for them to imagine that. Especially because they've been bombarded with all these images of Esau, who calls himself a white man, being God. All right? "Wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau." That's right. So according to the Bible, the Heavenly Father, He hates a man and his descendants. It just so happens to be you so-called white people. You're hated of the Most High, which is why you lack pigmentation. That's why there's a phrase called people of color, and everybody is included in that except for you red Hebrew Edomites who call yourself white people. That's why you do the things that you do. That's why you bomb countries indiscriminately. That's why you pass laws for homosexuals, for child molesters. And you don't just keep that within the borders of America, you export that, man, throughout all the earth, which is why in Taiwan, they just recently celebrated the passing of sodomy in their country, man. The legalization of sodomy, which they say gay marriage. When you go into that word gay, it means happy. These sodomites ain't happy. That's why they got higher rates of suicide, higher rates of spousal abuse, because they're all messed up, man. They got all types of demons that are dwelling within them. All right? And instead of the red Hebrew Edomite condemning them, according to the law, putting them to death, what does he do? He encourages it, man. He puts those images all on media. You can't watch a show without one of the main characters being a homosexual or a lesbian. Even that show, Black Thunder, or I think it's Black Thunder or Black Lightning. It's Black Lightning. The man's daughter, she's a lesbian. "And I hated Esau," and these things are which make Esau hated of the Most High. Hey, brother. Can you can you get the umbrella? Yeah, it's in the back seat. So you'll see it as soon as you open. Brother, you got that canopy?
Oh
yeah. Yeah. You might need to break that out. I think it's might start coming down. "And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness." Right, and that's why Esau's society got pummeled before, man. The Roman Empire. Oh, just like that one city, Pompeii. If I'm not mistaken, that was the name of the city, Pompeii. There was all types of wickedness occurring. And there's images of that, man. They were having sex with animals. The same things that are happening in America were happening in these ancient Roman cities. And the Heavenly Father destroyed it. All right? "Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places." Now, what was Trump's rallying cry? The water. What was Trump's rallying cry coming into office? That he's going to make America great again. America is not going to be made great again. America is going to be destroyed by nuclear missiles. "Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places." Yeah, we're going to make America great again. This is exactly what Trump said. We're going to rebuild the infrastructure because America's infrastructure is grade D. Everything is failing in America, and everybody is mad at America. Everybody has a gripe. At America. Yeah, that's the spirit. Yeah, you walk by with a flag. And he's catching pure hell, man. Yep. Walking by with the flag. Yet he's an Edomite, so he feels invested in this society. See, you can see Esau being all gung-ho for America. His ancestors slaughtered our people to establish this land. They set up this land. But what's wrong with our people? Our people are some of the main go-harders for America. Some of the main paraders for America. And our people don't have nothing invested here, man. Our people have done nothing but catch hell since we've been in this country. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness. That's right. So Esau is the border of wickedness, meaning if you're within the borders of Edom, there's wickedness occurring. Nothing but wickedness. And wherever you want to set it up, and then I'll just place the camera underneath. I can move it over here. You just spread it, and then I'll move the camera. They shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh hath indignation forever. That's right. So the Heavenly Father has indignation, anger, righteous anger towards you red Hebrew Edomites forever, man. Until eventually he exterminates you, because that's what's happening to Esau. All right, Esau, perfect timing. Esau is going to be exterminated. All right, this is the book of Obadiah, verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. Now, in this passage, the house of Jacob, this is referring to the house of Judah. And the house of Joseph is referring to the house of Ephraim. All right, so both kingdoms, the kingdom of Judah and the kingdom of Israel. Like I said, Jacob referring to Judah, Joseph referring to Ephraim. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. That's right, so Esau is going to be stubble. Esau is going to be burnt up. Oh, perfect. That's perfect. Go ahead. I'm going to finish this, and then I'll move it. The water. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh hath spoken it. That's right. So the Heavenly Father hath spoken that there's not going to be any remaining of the house of Edom. So who is anybody to speak against that? Nobody can speak against that. Nobody can say, well, you know what, the Most High is tripping. That's not fair. That's not right. Because this is what the Heavenly Father has determined upon that Hebrew Edomite. All right? Jake was a plain man dwelling in tents, right? we're literally dwelling in a tent right now. Yeah. You know, the Wadi Al-Bashim Al-Shah, putting the spirit on this brother. You know, he had the canopy, he had pretty much a tent. Hey. Yeah, literally in the camp, man. Literally in the camp. It's beautiful, man. All right, yeah, it's perfect. Y'all need anything? No. Good. Yeah, I'm cool. This is perfect. Good? Yeah, I'm cool. This is good. Got the sun, got everything. Yep. Yeah, so according to the scriptures, what the Lord said, he's gonna exterminate Esau. Right? He said he had made all things for himself, yet even the wicked for the day of evil. So the Heavenly Father, he set up Esau so that he can inflict damage upon the earth and then eventually exterminate him and get rid of him. Because now there's no use for Esau. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9. I'm going to go right to the point. Verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. That's right. So everything has a beginning and an end. Now, the scriptures say that the end of a thing is better than the beginning. Let me go ahead and grab that. Because the beginning of our captivity here has been horrible, man. It's been horrible. But guess what? The end is going to be great, man. And the end is manifest. Because what's the end? What's the end of this captivity? The destruction of this place. And then after that, everlasting peace, like the brother said. That's when we're going to have everlasting peace. That's when we're going to have joy. That's when you're going to be able to have joy of your woman, joy of your parents, joy of your children, full joy of the brothers. You're going to have a new heart. Or he's not going to be in turmoil and tension. Everything is going to be perfect.
Actually be an actual human being on this planet. Actually human being on this planet. To actually live. You know, that's the thing. We don't get to live in earth. The whole time we've been going to hardcore bondage captivity, working our asses off to get a check, get a pay and everything like that.
Yep.
You know.
You just been surviving, really.
Yeah, surviving.
We haven't really lived.
Yeah.
This ain't life. This ain't living.
You gotta pay to eat. You gotta pay to drink water. You gotta pay to live to do what's natural.
Exactly. But this is a free country. That's what they say.
Yeah.
This is a free country, but yet you have to pay for everything. That don't even make no sense, man.
At all.
No sense whatsoever.
And how you gonna steal this land but still be in the streets walking around?
Yeah, like they didn't do anything.
And you're like man, you wouldn't be doing with them. What you doing out here? Like, you know, homeless. You should be with them. You stole this land.
Oh yeah, because Esau's a bump, dude. That's the thing. And that's how you know. That's how you know that this man isn't a true ruler. Because you have Jake that comes from nothing. Jake come out the hood. Jake come out the project, single family home, living with grandma. Was in an orphanage. And this Jake rise to prominence in America. And here you have Esau. He a trust fund baby. He had everything handed to him, and he still coughed that up. He still fumbled that, man, because he's supposed to be in servitude, man. He's not supposed to be a ruler. Matter of fact, since I'm in Ecclesiastes, let me go ahead and pull this out. Spirit, I can say that. Look at Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 5. There is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceedeth from the ruler. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. Now the rich is talking about who? The Israelites. Because we're rich in what? Spirit. There you go. Rich in faith. All right, brother. This is the book of James. Chapter 2. The precept, verse 5. Bear with me. Yep. Hearken, my beloved brethren. Have not the Heavenly Father chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, heirs of the kingdom which he hath promised to them that love him? Yet the rich sit in a low place, because we have faith. And we show our faith with our works. And we don't have as much faith as we should, yet we pray for more faith. Hey, like a man who was healed by Yahweh Shai, he said, help thou mine unbelief. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can find that scripture. And we're in California. We're in Sacramento, California, to answer your question.
I got a picture right
You got a
here.
precept? Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah.
Go ahead.
It's Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteousness decrees.
Right. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. That's talking about Esau.
And that grievousness which they have prescribed.
Right. Grievousness which they have prescribed. And what do? They have a doctor. They'll go on national TV, write a journal, and they'll say, well, you know what? This should be legal. What does Esau do? He drafts that into a law. All right. He brings it to the legislature. He brings it to the House of Representatives, brings it to the Senate, and it passes as law. And they write grievances which they have prescribed. And then people think they're so deep because they got their masters, their doctors. Okay, they went through Esau's schooling, but it's just so they can carry out the agenda of the so-called white man.
They created all that shit.
Exactly. All you do is just read what he wants you to read. Okay, you back up what he wants you to have backed up. So he has you prescribe it, and then he passes it into the law. All right, that's what Scripture's talking about, and that's exactly how things go down in this society, man. That's what life is, man. That's why everybody is with the RFID chip now.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know what? This is going to be great. You know, if you're paralyzed, now you can walk. Now you can do all these things. And then they have a doctor saying, yeah, this is great.
Right.
And so everybody's like, yeah, this is great. Yeah. But that's grievances that they have prescribed, man. Yeah, exactly. You go ahead, brother.
To turn aside the needy from judgment.
Right, to turn aside the needy from judgment. Which, who are the needy? That's talking about the Israelites, the people on this side. We're the needy. Go ahead, brother.
And to take away the right from the poor of my people.
Right, of his people, which are the Israelites. And our people are the poorest people in America. In particular, Judah and Ephraim. When you go into the statistics, the two poorest ethnic groups are so-called Puerto Ricans, so-called African Americans, right? Which that's all spiritual, because those are the two head tribes of the different kingdoms. So those two tribes in particular have more hell inflicted upon them. Go ahead, brother. Unless you have a preset.
Oh, no.
Go ahead, brother.
That widows may be their prey.
That widows may be their, and that's what Esau wants. He really wants to get rid of the men, just like in ancient Egypt. We were talking about Moses, right? Why was Moses drawn out? Because there was an extermination policy on the men of Israel. But like we were going into last week, remember the Israelite women? They were more livelier.
Yeah,
they were like, "Nah, we ain't about to do that." The midwives, they weren't about to do that.
Yeah, what they did too is they shave off our beards, all of our hair and everything, and they call us boys. So they took our masculine men traits and they hey boy, you know, calling us boy and everything like that, you know.
Yeah. Well, and that's prophecy, is molesting the boys, and that's according to prophecy, making a boy a harlot.
Yeah.
You know, that's why you got these young jakes now. They're entertainers, and what do? They buck dance. So they get up on stage and they gyrate for Esau, man. To show you that in that movie Goodbye Uncle Tom, you gotta have a strong stomach to watch that. It's an Italian film about slavery, man. But it shows you what Esau was doing, man, raw and uncut.
Yeah.
That's the spirit of the Red Who Read 'em. Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring that out real quick. That was a slave trade. Hey, because Esau wasn't just raping women, he was raping the men, buck breaking. So you have a man who will stand up against Esau. Esau will take him out and rape him in front of everybody to prove a point. Just like you kill somebody, you put their head on a stake. That's what Esau would do. You know, because we would do that. We would kill you and put your head on the stake.
Right.
All right, to make a point.
Yeah.
Esau raped you in front of your family. So then you're not looking at that man as a man anymore. Because he's been totally emasculated, he's been broken down. It's a shameful thing. And that's what this society is all about. That's why when they arrest Jake, they arrest the tribe, they sit him on the curb, man. Make them feel inferior. They gotta look up to the red Hebrew Edomite. See, this is all about and then they be molesting these kids too.
Oh yeah.
These cops,
Molest their own kids.
they molest their own kids. Yeah, one dude, he was the Arab DuPont. He raped his daughter and his son. And you know what the judge said? Well, you know what? He's not fit for jail. They gave that double probation. What?
Not
Yeah.
fit for jail.
I'll look it up, man. I'll look it up. So there should be videos about Esau 24/7, man, the wickedness that he's doing.
Yeah,
You know?
man.
This man's the devil. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that precept in the book of Joel. And Esau wants to eliminate this, man. He don't want to talk about this because this is shameful spewing on his glory. And that's in the book of Habakkuk. Grab that for me, brother. In the book of Habakkuk, the second chapter. I'm gonna bring that up. This is the book of Joel 3:3. And they have cast lots for my people. Now, what's casting a lot? You watch a slave movie, you'll have a man come up. Okay, this is a Sean Buck. He's 17 years old. You have a light-skinned woman. Okay, this is Mulata, 15. Okay, she's good for breeding. And they'll do what? They'll cast lots. All right, I got $10. $10 for the book. $10. Oh, $10. Okay, I got $10. I got 20. Got 20. Oh, yeah, I got $20. That's casting a lot, man. Having you on an auction block. And that didn't just happen to Judah. That happened to all the tribes. All the tribes went into captivity. You know, you actually have Asherites in West Africa right now. Asherites, so-called Brazilians. They were taken over there to fight the wars of the Portuguese. Because the Brazilians, they were colonized, they were conquered. I don't even want to use that word. That's Esau, but colonized. They were conquered, brutally enslaved by the Portuguese. And the Portuguese, what they were doing was they would take them into Angola and Mozambique and make them fight against those Africans, which a lot of them were Israelites anyways, man. People in Mozambique, Angola. All right, some of them were Hamites, but a lot of them were Israelites as well.
Yeah.
And so Esau left a lot of them over there. They get sick, they die, and a lot of them, they ended up getting with the woman. So you got Asherites over there in Africa. And because people say, well, the Northern Kingdom, they're in Africa, which there are a lot of Northern Kingdom in Africa. You see what I'm saying? But they try to say that the Northern Kingdom isn't so-called indigenous people. They can say, well, they're over there in Africa. But guess what? There are so-called Latinos in Africa. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of them who got conquered and sold into slavery over there.
Scattered the whole on the earth.
That's it. All the tribes.
All the tribes got scattered.
It says Judah is more scattered, and the scriptures specify that. You know, because when you go to the book of Isaiah, the 11th chapter speaks about that.
Yeah, you see Judah everywhere now. You see Judah in Britain. You know what I'm saying? Judah everywhere.
Literally everywhere. Yet all the tribes are scattered, pertaining to the curse of Deuteronomy 28 chapter, the 64th verse. All right? And how did that come about, us being scattered? Because of captivity. Yeah, you got Simeonites over there in the Netherlands. Simeon being the so-called Dominicans. You got a lot of them over there. You got Benjamin over there. You got a lot of people from Suriname. They're in the Netherlands, which the primary city over there is Amsterdam. Right? So you got a lot of tribes that are in Amsterdam, the primary city. We already know there's a lot of Benjamin in Jamaica, obviously in Jamaica, in Britain, Yardie, like the camp over there's a big camp over there. I believe a lot of them are actually Benjamites. You know, because the Benjamites came over in the 60s after they were granted so-called freedom, because the Benjamites, the majority of the Benjamites, they were colonized by the British. Whether they be from Trinidad or whether they be from Jamaica, St. Vincent, so on and so forth, right? Well, you got a lot of Levi. They're in Montreal. They're in Canada. A lot of them, they're in France as well, because they were conquered by the French, which is why they speak French. You know, you got a lot of Issachar in Spain. You got a lot of Ephraim in Spain. You got a lot of Issachar you got Issachar in China.
Yeah.
You got a lot of Issacharites in China. My woman, she went to China and she saw a lot of Issacharites. She saw a lot of Issacharites and Judeans.
Right.
You know? And they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for an harlot. Right, given a boy for a harlot. What's a harlot? A whore, man. So a boy was given for a harlot. And that makes sense, because what is Esau all into? He's all into pedophilia. That's why there's an organization called NAMBLA, which is the Man and Boy Association. That was present heavily in ancient Greece. That's the culture of the red Hebrew Edomite, man. Being a homosexual, being a lesbian. Oh well, that word lesbian goes back to the island Lesbos, to the Greek island. So this all goes back to Esau. But really, before that, it goes back to Ham, because Hamites, Sodom, that was occupied by Hamites. But then Esau then took it far and beyond the Call of Duty, man. The biggest homosexuals, pedophiles on the earth are Edomites. Which is why the trade was what? A boy, so that boy could be taken as a harlot. And that's why you see that today, man. That's why Esau, he's adopting these children. And the majority of the children that Esau's adopting are who? So-called black children. You see that all the time, man.
I think last week when we was at camp, seen little lady in the white lady was dragging her in the little rail thing.
Yeah.
She was dragging her in there.
To have a little child to abuse, a little slave.
Yeah.
A little slave. That's modern day slavery right
I
there.
think it's government, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And because what happens? Esau sent CPS into the home and said, well, look, you're on fit. Give your child to two lesbians, two homosexuals, man. Going back to this time, man. Esau wants to run this back. Yeah, harvest the organs. Yeah, this is what the red Hebrew Edomite is doing, man. And they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine. Yeah, you have our women being sold, or young girls being sold for spiced rum and wine, man. That they might drink. Yeah, so this is the history right here, man. That's the slave trade. There's a vision of the slave trade. Because the Hamites would receive something, all right, and Esau will receive something. What will the Hamites receive? A lot of guns, alcohol. And what would Esau receive? Us. Okay? Human cargo. And you go, and there's a museum in Baltimore, man, that'll make you cry, man. You seeing that? There's a black wax museum. I went there when I was, 10, 11? I wanted to beat up every Edomite I saw the next day, man. And that's how it make you feel, because it's real life, man. You seeing that. Yeah. So Esau, you have to pay for that, man. You don't just get off the hook. Okay, it's a few hundred years later. Now everything is cool. No, you gotta pay for that, man. And we're still found in your hand. Exodus 21 and 16. You got a lot of our people. They wanna let bygones be bygones. The Lord gonna kill Jason like that, man. And you don't want to fight. It don't matter. The Heavenly Father's gonna put the spirit in you to fight, man. Because Esau gonna keep coming at you, man, until you make a decision. Exodus 21 and 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. And that's what Esau did. Esau stole us, okay? And the Hamites stole us. They made their agreements. And now we're still found in your hand because we're still in America. But now you're trying to say that we came over as indentured servitude, indentured servants. We came over to serve indentured servitude. But we immigrated over here willingly. You a damn lie, man. And now what's going to be the penalty? You're going to get put to death, and you're going into slavery. Because you're going to get put to death here, and then when you come back in the reincarnation, you're going into slavery.
That's right.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. That's right, because the so-called Negroes came over here to this side of the world as captives, as slaves. By who? You red Hebrew Edomites. So now you're going into captivity. You're going into slavery. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. That's right. And after slavery, you had lynch mobs, you had the KKK, a prominent group, you had other groups that killed our people with the sword. And for you to have the houses that you were dwelling in, what did you do? You slaughtered the so-called American Indians after you made treaties with them. So now what's going to happen? You're going to get killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints, which the saints are Israelites. Mother Teresa, that ain't a saint, man. The saints are the Israelites, the people that you're looking at on this sign. In particular, those of us who acknowledge who we are, man. We're not putting our lives on the line for Yahweh Shemiah Shai. All right, because the Heavenly Father sent His Son and put put His life out for us, man. His life is on the line for us. So in turn, we're putting our lives on the line. All right, it's fair. It's a reasonable service, like it said in Romans 12 chapter. And if you're not making that, making that sacrifice, guess what, man? The Heavenly Father's not with you. Keep reading on that, brother. Dwelling in tents, man. Ain't this something? I'm gonna have to get that, man. I'm gonna have to get that scripture, man.
Tents when you can't, man. We got chills, swords, man. We're ready, man.
That's funny, man.
We're ready to go.
Yep. You got something, brother?
Yes, I got.
Go ahead, bring it out.
I got Jeremiah 49 and 12.
Beautiful.
Jeremiah
Beautiful
chapter 49, verses 12. Read. For this says the Lord Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have thoroughly drunken.
Right, what's that cup? The cup of trembling, the cup of slavery. And we weren't supposed to drink that because we were reading earlier before the camera came on, Exodus 19 chapter. It was supposed to be a kingdom, a nation, I should say, of kings and priests. Yet, because of our own transgression, we fell. We fell from power. Yet, that's not how the Heavenly Father intended things to be. You see? Yet, but then again, He did, right? You know, because everything's according to His will. Yet, if we would have followed what we were supposed to, if He would have programmed things that way, we would have been in power forever.
God's right now.
God's up Psalms 82. Yeah, we were going into. All right. So it wasn't for us to drink in the cup, but we drunk in it. Go ahead.
And or shall he that shall together go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished.
Thou shalt not go unpunished. Yeah, so you think that you're gonna get off the hook? We're the Most High's chosen people. He loves us, like we were reading in Malachi the first chapter. And we went into captivity. But you think you're not gonna go into captivity? Yeah, right, man.
1,000 times worse, man. Even worse than that.
Yeah. Well, say double.
Double.
Say double, which you can't even quantify that. All the hell that our people went through, man, and are still going through. All right, and are still going through. You can't really quantify that. Oh, just like you have a lot of these politicians, they're trying to give out reparations to Jake, but they can't even come up with the correct number. They're saying 100 billion, and our people are like, nah, man, you need to give us trillions. There's really no amount of money can solve it, man. You got to go through the thing that we went through. Times 2. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and bring it out. Revelation 18. And if this don't pump you up, man,
Hey, man.
don't know what will, man.
I'm energized.
Revelation 18 and 5. For her sins have reached us to heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Yeah, and that's what's happening. And that's why everybody's saying, well, we feel like there's a war on us. The white man feels that there's a war on white America. These women, they feel that there's a war on them. There's a war on women. There's always a war on somebody. It's just that the Most High is remembering all the iniquities of this place, man. And now he's bringing judgment upon it. That's what's happening. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works in the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. That's that cup. That's that cup right there, man. That's that cup. Oh, on that, brother, go ahead and grab Lamentations, the 4th chapter. Lamentations 4 and 21. Now hold on that, and then we'll go back to that. Go back to that after this. We'll get that. Through the Spirit. While we filling in this tent, man.
Hey, man, I love you. I love you, man.
4, the 4th chapter.
4
4 and 21.
This is Book of Lamentations, chapter 4, 21. Read, rejoice, and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
Right, oh, daughter of Edom, man. We're talking about you Edomites which are living today. So you're supposed to be rejoicing and glad, but really, for the most part, this prophecy already came to pass. Because now you see Esau, he's catching pure hell. Esau asking you for change. That happens all the time. Esau give you that puppy dog look.
Oh, yeah.
Hey man, Esau better live it up the best they can in this kingdom while they have it, man, because hey, everything's gonna change very soon.
Oh well, it's changing.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. We're in the midst of that paradigm shift. We're in the midst of that change. The change from Esau's world to our world, and everybody can see it. It's plain to see. Well, with this abortion thing, they're saying what everybody's saying is Esau is having these laws go down so that more white women can have children, because they know that if the society was to go on, so-called white people will be the minority. Everybody's saying that. That's all that's on the common for. They're saying that's why the GOP is having it passed. But guess what? Them chicks that do have babies, they gonna have babies to take anyways, man. So hey, you can't get around it, man. It's a Jakeover.
Yeah.
All right, they got that term. It's a takeover. Nah, this is a Jakeover, man.
He's just like that Mortal Kombat, man. The Edomite woman.
Oh yeah, with Jax.
Yeah.
Bro, she was sick. She was sick. She was hurt. She was genuinely hurt off of seeing a so-called black man be victorious at the end.
Yeah. You see at the end, you know, all happy, all the tribes back in the rejoicing, the kingdom.
Have a woman, two women.
You know, they get all mad for that picture. Like, whoa, what's wrong with that? It's cool.
Hey, because she's so used to being on top. And she can see her world coming before her eyes. These Edomites, they actually see it, man. They actually see their whole society being brought down.
Yeah.
And they're crushed. They're crushed in the spirit. They have a wounded spirit.
Yeah.
Oh, let me get this real quick.
They can't do nothing about it.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it, but just look and hate.
You can see, they feel their own spirit. Oh yeah, we done. Man. Look at this.
They know they through.
Yeah, come on, man. Looking at everybody.
Unknowingly know they do.
Yeah.
All the whole world, the whole earth is against you. Everybody, all the birds, animals, people, Lord. Oh man.
Most importantly, the Lord is against you.
The Lord,
So there ain't nobody that can justify you. The Lord and his people are against you, man. And why is the Lord against you? Because what you've done for his people. All right? Proverbs 18 and 14. The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear? And Esau has a wounded spirit, man. Esau's spirit is totally slain and so is totally wounded. This man's out of here, man. He don't know what to do, man. No. Esau totally confused. He's asking you for help. He's asking you for advice. But we're supposed to be the low IQ subhumans, right? Why is Esau always asking you for help?
Yeah.
For advice. Why does Esau have to come to you? But we're low IQ subhumans, man.
Yeah, supposedly they got wisdom because they go to college. You go to college, you're smart than that, brother.
You go to college, you turn into a homosexual. You turn into a homosexual, and you turn into a communist, man. And you turn into a feminist.
Yeah, and then why are you in debt in the first place? You're so smart.
Oh, well, that's the thing. See, they're tying a lot of this demise, economic demise, to the school debt. Because now they can't, these people, they can't buy homes. You know what I'm saying?
No, the water. I was gonna say the water. Watch out for the water.
Okay, the water.
Don't hit
Yeah, because then once you're in the school debt, you don't have enough money to buy a home. Okay, you can't get a lease on a car, so that slows down pretty much the whole generation is screwed off, man. Totally screwed off.
They screwed off.
But you go back to that in Lamentations, and then we'll get Isaiah.
Okay. Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 21. Read, rejoice, and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
Right, oh, daughter of Edom. Let's talk about the Edomites that are living right now. Go ahead.
Dwelleth in the land of Uz.
Go ahead.
The cup also shall pass through into thee.
Right, there's that cup again. That cup shall pass through unto thee. And that cup is going to be double, man. You're going to get them double shots, man. Go ahead.
Thou shalt be drunken.
It don't matter if you hungover, man. You still gotta get those double shots. Keep drinking. Oh, you gotta drink the dregs too. It's like I tell you in Psalm 75. Let me go ahead and grab that. Go ahead, brother.
Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt not make thyself naked.
Thou shalt be drunken. Read that again, bro.
Thou shalt make thyself naked.
Right. Thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked. Meaning what? You're gonna be exposed. All right. That's what it means when you're naked. Because when you're naked, there's nothing to cover. Right, Esau is totally exposed. Everybody knows what he's doing, man. All of Esau's wickedness is on display. All right, go ahead.
And the punishment of them, iniquity, is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
All right, well, that's talking about us. The punishment of our iniquity is accomplished. Go ahead.
He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. So this is our last captivity.
Man.
Which is why, hey, even though we go through what we go through, man, this is beautiful because after this, regardless of your lot, and when you come back, whether you come down from a chariot, or you're risen up, or you come through the loins of someone else, guess what, man? You're not going to be in captivity no more. This is for all Israel.
That's spiritual too, because before we read it, we was talking about jacks.
Right.
So there's no more captivity.
No more
Women all happy and happy.
The kingdom.
Yeah. He will visit iniquity of the daughter of Edom. He will discover their sin.
Right now, Esau's sins are being uncovered. They're being discovered. And Esau can't hide himself, man. Matter of fact, go back to Jeremiah. Actually, I'll read it. Actually, brother, you go ahead. You bring that out in Isaiah. You've been holding that for a while, and we'll jump back around.
Isaiah chapter 10, verse 2. To turn aside the needy from judgment.
Right, to turn aside the needy from judgment. And that's what all these laws are set up to do, man. To further oppress the nation of Israel.
And,
right?
okay, go ahead.
Go ahead, brother.
And to take away the rights of the poor of my people.
Right.
That widows may be their prey.
Right, that widows may be their prey. Right, and that's what Esau preys on. Esau preys on single mothers, man. And then Esau, according to what these women think, they think that Esau's empowering them. But really, he's just setting them up for the okie doke, man. That's why these single mothers, these women, be on that be on Section 8, they have these hood houses, they be all out of shape. All right, they're super unhealthy. Okay, they have little education, first and foremost, who they are. They have little job training. So Esau's preying on them, man. Because really, Esau wants what? Esau wants some children, man. He wants some young girls to grow up and be twerking all over YouTube. Really be sex slaves for Esau. And he wants some young boys to be violent homosexuals, man. Who can't control themselves. Just brute beasts, man. Yeah. That's what happens. That's what happens to the majority of our men. All right, go ahead.
And that they may rob the fatherless.
And that they may rob the father. How do they rob the fatherless? They get free labor when them James go into jail, man. Because you're legally enslaved when you go into jail and prison. All right, because slavery was outlawed except for punishment of a crime. And who's up in them jails, man? The prisons. Judah, Issachar, on the West Coast. A few Gadites around. You got some Edomites in there, but not really like that. It's mainly Judah and Issachar. You have a few Filipinos there, here and there, a few Samoans, but it's mainly so-called blacks and Mexicans. All right. That's how they rob the fatherless. All right. Oh. Then they get out. Then they got to pay all this restitution. And you're getting robbed left and right, man. See, getting free to cheap labor. Because if that man had a dad who had a business, guess what? He would pass his business on to him, so he wouldn't be getting robbed like that. You still be getting robbed, paying taxes and everything, but it wouldn't be so bad. What happens is, the majority of our men, if they come up, they got to come up by themselves, man. All right, a lot of our men, they make poor choices. All right, they get into that street life. Or now you got a lot of jakes, they just they digital crooks. All right, doing cashing, they doing this and that, hustle. And then what happens? Esau catching, they go right back to the slammer, man. Trap. It's a trap. Oh, and what are people like this? It's trap music. Now I remember I went to Atlanta years ago, and they said that they called it trap music because it's a trap.
Yeah, that's how I was
a trap. Yeah, I was out there in Atlanta, so they get in there because it's a trap. So them jakes, they know that it's a trap, but they do it anyway. They go for the cheese every time, man.
Yeah, that's why on Sacramento they talk about drugs and money like that because they try to lure you into the trap. They flash all this money and all this gold and everything. They try to lure you in.
You can't forget about the woman either, man.
Yeah, the woman. They try to lure the woman in too.
Well, no, they use the woman to lure you in.
Oh yeah, the woman. Yeah.
That's a part of the trap. That's a part of the trap, man. That's a part of the setup, man. That's that bait, man. Hey, Esau be getting our people hook, line, and sinker, man. 9 times out of 10. You got some more on that, brother?
You want me to continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
And what will ye do in the day of the visitation?
Right, because now the Lord is visiting Esau for all this, man. See, Esau likes to make it now that everybody's just picking on him. Right, he did all this wickedness, but all of a sudden people are just picking on him because he's white. Nah, man. Everybody getting at you for all the things that you've done. Now you're being visited. You're being visited for your iniquity. Go ahead, brother. Now, you want to say something?
Yeah, we shout out the truth. We shout out everything. So now they're mad because we found out what their history and everything like that. We actually looked into their history and what they've been doing and stuff like that. So now they're mad because we're actually calling them out on their
wickedness.
Yeah, on their wickedness.
Yeah, and then people are treating you, and people are treating you how you've been treating them. And that's what people hate the most, man. People hate when you treat them how they treat you. That's like the worst thing. Because a lot of people, they think that they're superior, man. And that's Esau. Esau thinks he's superior. So now when people are treating him how he's been treating us, man, he can't take it. He calls us foul. You got anything, brother?
I was gonna say that he's trying to hide all of his sins underneath the carpet. You know what I mean? He's trying to
keep it under the rug.
Keep it under the rug, and hopefully nobody catch on to it. And next thing you know what? Guess what? Lord got you.
But the Lord see everything.
Yeah, you can't hide from your sins, boy, from me. You crazy?
Just like Cain, he tried to act like the Lord didn't see him, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper after he murdered Abel? You know? Well, the Lord had angels there the whole time, document everything. Let me bring this out real quick. The book of Job, chapter 20, verse 27. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. And that's what's happening right now. The heavens are revealing his iniquity. And how are the heavens revealing the iniquity? Through the internet. All right, that's the main way. That's the main way because the different lines are set up what in the so-called heavens, man? Up into space. The World Wide Web, 3G, 4G, 5G. And if people are going online and they're seeing what's happening. It is because the internet ultimately it was set up by the heavens, man, by the Heavenly Father. Really, for the truth to get out, for Esau to be exposed, man. The internet wasn't set up because these women, they think it was set up just so they can shake their behind. They can have men cash apple, all right, premium Snapchat, and all this BS. Nah, man, it was set up for the furtherance of the truth. And what does it say in Matthew the 24th chapter? That this word shall be preached throughout the four corners of the earth, and then shall the end come. And that's what's happening. This word is getting out through the internet. You got people watching. I can go to the comment board. Yeah. There's people commenting right now. Yeah. Oh, I'm in Washington watching. Oh, you got one brother, he always be watching from Sweden. You see? Yeah, here you go, John Pellis, my D. He all the way from Sweden, man. Yeah, come on, man.
Come on, Everett Senior, man.
Come on, man.
Can't hide, man. And so, you know what I mean? The Lord I got a quick one.
Go ahead.
Sirach 23, verse 19.
Get your soul glow, brother. Go ahead.
Such a man only feareth the eyes of the man, and know not that the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are 10,000 times better than the sun.
Yeah, that's right. People think just because man don't see it, that it goes undocumented. They tell you right here, let me get this real quick. About the Proverbs 15 and 3. The eyes of the Lord Yahweh are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. And the eyes is talking about what? Chariots. Which what are in them chariots? Angels. So the angels document everything.
According to everything you're doing.
Yep.
And according to the Heavenly Father.
And like people talk about Santa, right? He knows what you've been thinking. He knows when you're. Let's talk about the Heavenly Father and the angels.
No,
Man.
yeah.
You know?
That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't talk about that before.
And people trying to treat that fat devil.
Yeah.
Nah, man, that's the Heavenly Father, man. He knows everything. He knows your thoughts. He knows what you're plotting. He knows what you're battling. He knows what you're going through. He knows your intents in your heart. He knows what you do, what you slip up on. You know everything.
They got it like we're not really praying this to him, but they kind of got him like praying to Santa Claus. Like, oh, what do you want?
Well, you do pray to Santa Claus. You do when you're younger.
Yeah.
Oh, Santa, you know, I'm trying to. You really pray. You pray.
False
Please give me these gifts. That's idolatry, man.
And then a list, get a list, write down a list of the things that you want. That's
Or you have
pretty much
the tooth fairy. Dumb stuff. You pray to the tooth fairy. That's idolatry, man. And we all partook in that, man. Why? Because our moms told us. You know? Oh, and then you tell your little cousin, your little brother, your little sister has fake. Your mom will curse you out, man. Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that.
You don't be there, Santa Claus, man. They'll carry no more from you.
Yeah. Why you lie to me?
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you like that way.
Why you tell me that was you? I would have more respect for you. This is crazy stuff, man.
Crazy, man. You know, I actually did a new crazy. You tell me, man, what? My mom told me that, yeah, you put two underneath the pillow, you're going to need some money. Yeah. Oh, man, I can't wait for my tooth out, man. I'm trying to lose out. Yep, I need this quarter tonight.
It's kind of loose. You tie a string to the doorknob.
Yeah.
Pull it out.
Alright, get some quarters. No, I ain't heading to arcade to make sense.
Pure madness, man. Pure madness.
I'm read out. So it said, man, only fear the eyes of man, and know not the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
Yep.
Holy and the ways of man are concerning the most secret part.
Right, the Heavenly Father knows all, man.
All.
You know, you in the bed, scratching your neck, digging in your nose. You know, doing just man stuff. Just doing stuff you do as a man. Taking a crap, you know what I'm saying? Thinking stuff, looking at big boot, all that, man.
All that, you know,
anything. The Lord, you can't get nothing past the Lord.
Yeah, you know, see yourself in the shower and stuff.
Right,
you know,
the Lord is stupid stuff, insignificant stuff. Hey, because you know what? Hey, there's a scripture that says, say not thou, there is a multitude of people, the Lord will not look upon me. You know what? I actually used to think like that. Like, oh man, I'm just one person. Hey, God ain't thinking about me. Hey, the scriptures say not to think like that.
No, it's crazy. I thought about that quickly.
Say it again?
I thought about that quickly. I thought about that.
I got it. Surah 16. And I actually used to I really used to think this, because you know the Most High is real. That's in all Israel.
Yeah.
But you're like, man, I'm just a kid. I'm a little boy. I ain't nobody, man. The Lord ain't worry about me. The Lord see everything, man. I used to really think like this. So when I read the scripture, I just kind of laughed to myself, man. You know, you read the scripture, you're like, man, that's crazy. I used to really think like this. Surah 16 and 16. His mercy is manifest to every creature, and he hath separated his light from the darkness with his adamant. Say not thou, I will hide myself from the Lord. Shall any remember me from above? I shall not be remembered among so many people. For what is my soul among such an infinite number of creatures? Because you can think that, oh man, the Lord ain't checking for me. This is a little Jake, 10-year-old in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I'm big, I'm a nerd, I'm playing Sega Genesis. Hey, Lord, nah, man, the Lord is looking at everybody, man.
He's gonna say something?
I was gonna say this one time, I was questioning Lord, like, God, like, do you really love me and everything like that? Like, I hope like you actually like you love me and everything like that. And then like a couple days later, I went to the mall, and it's some random dude. He had headphones on, some Mexican dude. And he come up to me, he's like, you got Jesus, but I knew it was church. He's like, Jesus love you. I'm like, oh yeah, Jesus love you too. He kept saying, he's like, Jesus love you. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's like, yeah, Jesus love you too. Then he said it again.
He said it the third time.
Yeah, he said it again. I'm like, oh, okay, like that's where really hit my spirit. Okay, this is something else. And then after that, he kept on saying it, like he walked away. And then me and my friend walked downstairs, and I'm thinking about this one girl that I was in school that I didn't really talk to her like that, nothing like that, but I kind of liked her, but I didn't talk too much about her. But I was talking about her, and next thing you know, she appeared out of nowhere, like in the store. It was just crazy because like I was just talking about her, and then she just came out of nowhere. And then that little thing about dude saying bitch love me, that kind of answered everything. It kind of answered my question.
Yep. You were asking for a sign, really. The Lord gave you one.
It's like when in the scriptures, like the Lord, so you scared of man that you don't see you what you're doing, but you're not concerned about me. I was little. I used to take candy. I was on the store, I'm looking around, look for somebody to see me. I see some bubble gums, man. I take a bubble gum, I was scared that man would see me. But it said the scriptures, like, you got to fear me, but I'm 10 times brighter than the sun. I see what you're doing, sending some bubble gums in there, man. So he knows the secret parts, whatever you got in your thoughts, man, he knows what you're about to do, So yeah, I thought about I was a little kid seeing little bubble gums, sticking in my pocket and saying to my friends, hey man, that's bubble gums, and then knowing that I'm over here fearing of man, they're watching, they're not seeing in my mind that the Lord is watching 10 times right than the sun. So, now I thought about it, man, so he taught me in that. So I thought niggas got stood up me, like, man, like, he's something like that, he was like that grudge in the spirit, like it's like a painful grudge in like the spirit. Like something that you shouldn't be doing.
You're not supposed to be doing it.
Yeah, but then when you do it, then like I don't know, you get that little grudge in the spirit. I don't know, it has something to do with the Lord, or the Lord watching you and everything. I feel like I have to do.
You feel like an evil spirit.
Yeah.
It's like you feel like evil. You feel like an evil. Like
You feel like
defiled.
Yeah.
You feel dirty. You feel kind of dirty.
When I did it, I felt bad. Like I shouldn't have said that.
Guilt. Feeling of guilt.
Yeah. When I did that, I didn't care. But later on that day, I felt weird pain. I shouldn't have said that. And that was wrong.
Right now, verse 18. Behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens and deep. The deep and the earth and all that therein shall be moved when he shall visit. That's right. And how does he visit you? Get the book of Isaiah. Chapter 29. Verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake. Yeah, don't be surprised. There's a big earthquake in the bay, like a 7.7. Then 12.0, something miraculous. And great noise with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. That's right, man. Devouring fire ultimately is going to be these nuclear missiles. Then you got the wildfires. Oh, which just came out. They're saying that PG&E is guilty, but they ain't got to pay nobody for it, man. They blame it on PG&E, but they ain't got to pay, man. They just say sorry, man. It's all good.
Sorry for your house.
Yeah, but really, I believe it was direct energy weapons.
They got some.
Yeah, they just.
All right, they want to play on something. It's what's the word I'm looking for? Diversion. You know what I mean? Like, we did something, but I want this guy over here.
You don't take the fall. You don't take the fall. Exactly. They got any precepts?
No, I'm still stuck with Jeremiah.
49?
Yeah.
What you got, brother? Are you going on Jeremiah 49?
Jeremiah 49, verse 12. I'll read it again.
Yep.
For this says the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not drinking of the cup are surely drunken. And art thou he that shall together go unpunished?
Right, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Right, so Esau, you think that you're going to get off the hook? All the wickedness that you done done? Go ahead.
Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it.
Oh, that's right, man. And what's that cup? Hey, brother, can you get Isaiah 51? You start at like 17.
Fine.
We're really actually in the tent.
In the tent, man. Yep, in the tent, we're all in the den.
Ain't that something? And if you look up that word tent too, it pretty much means like a congregation, like a place to worship the Heavenly Father. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull it up.
Isaiah what?
Isaiah 51 and start at like 17. Yep, the brother in Reading, he said it's raining out there too.
Ready?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
A couple of hours away, yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was snowing in certain parts of California earlier in the week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let me know when you got it, brother.
Yeah, the letter L is
Yep. But he getting used to the KJV.
Yeah.
It is a process.
Yes, it is.
Same with me. And once you get it, it's just like clockwork.
XL or L?
It should be the L, and then it's, let me see it.
It should be L1, so it's back. Yeah. Okay. 17, yeah. Ready for now?
Yeah. Okay, bring it up.
Isaiah 51, verse 17. Awake, stand up, O Jerusalem, which has drunk at the hand of the Lord the cup of his fury.
Right, the cup of the fury, and that's that cup that Esau's about to drink of, that cup of fury.
Yeah.
That's why you see our people walking around furious. They talking, pouring out their hair.
Mad.
They're madmen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what, and now you see Esau walking around like that. You know? You wouldn't see that even 5 years ago. This is a new development.
Right.
This is a new development.
It is.
Go ahead, brother.
Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of
Right.
trembling.
Right, the dregs, that's like the worst part, man. The bottom of the bottle, so to speak. Matter of fact, brought that out. Let me get this in Psalms. And the rain actually feels it like sounds good. Don't it sound good? Yeah. Me too.
I like it. I don't know. I like it.
And I do a meditation too.
Yeah, like my spirit's like real, like wavy, like smooth, you know.
Yeah, when I like in the house, and if you listen to my the videos I do in the house, you'll hear like the music in the background.
Yeah.
I usually have something like this, or I'll have like some Mozart or something going. But like I put on, I had the
This is fine.
I just had this continuously.
Yeah, I always like hearing like it only got in music. I just like hearing sounds like when I'm either reading or doing something like sounds like
Sounds of nature.
Yeah.
I'll be having this stuff. I'll be having stuff like this in Reno. This one is. Yeah, it's familiar. Because the way it's hitting, it's so close. Yeah, this when it's on the window fan, you know. But this is Psalm 75 and 5. Lift not up your horn on high. Speak not with a stiff neck. Right, now a horn represents what? Power. Rulership. Okay? Hey, like our forefather Abram. It means exalted father. Abram, what's in there? A ram. So ram is what? A horn. Like you have a ram's horn. So Abram, and then his name was changed to Abraham, which means exalted father of a multitude. See? That ram is power, exaltation. All right, Psalm 75 and 5. Lift not up your horn on high. Speak not with a stiff neck. For promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But the Most High is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. And what's he doing? He's putting down Esau and he's setting up Jacob. Okay? This is clear to see, which is why old girl is mad at Jax.
Yeah, that's the spirit. I thought about that just right now, man. I swear. Yeah, that's the spirit. I thought about Jack, that one female. Crying.
Well, don't swear, but I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, though. For in the hand of the Lord Yahweh there is a cup. Because really, when you swear, it's like you make a vow with Yahweh by Yahweh. But that's just a figure of speech that we always say. Like, I swear. That's not something you want to say a lot, though. I know what you meant, though.
What you say that? I ain't mean from my heart, but you just
Yeah.
put
No,
that in
I
my
know
head.
what you mean. No, I know what you mean. It's something to, meditate on.
Yeah,
'Cause I would say that a lot too.
Yeah,
Yeah. We all say that. I swear.
Yeah.
For the cup, for in the hand of the Lord Yahweh there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he poureth out of the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them. That's right. Now, who is the wicked? Going back to when we started. Esau. Yep. Order of wickedness.
Man.
That's the spirit though. Remember we were talking about that? That we can be going into something and then it'll always segue back.
Yeah.
That's the spirit. The spirit is like the wind.
When you go this way, you go this way, you go that way, it makes you know, back right back.
And then we can go for another hour and it's gonna come right back to the same thing. You know? We've been going for what, about an hour. So that was probably the first scripture to come out. One of the first scriptures to come out, and then we just went back to Esau. You know? That's just dope to the wicked. The wicked drinking.
Drinking the cup.
That's it. You got a preset?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is Psalm chapter 149, verse 5.
Beautiful.
Let the saints be joyful in the glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds.
Right, and what are the saints waiting for? Esau to go into captivity and get slain with the sword contained in Revelation 13. Go ahead, brother.
Let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth,
Right.
and the two-edged sword in their hand.
That's right. Hey, the Wadiyal Bashiyal Shai. And then have the sword. Right now we got the spiritual sword.
Yeah.
Pretty soon we're gonna have an actual sword. Alright? We'll be able to execute judgment. Go ahead.
To execute vengeance upon the heathen.
Right, and we proclaim what the vengeance is gonna be with this sword, and pretty soon we're gonna have an actual sword. Go ahead, to inflict that judgment, that punishment. Go ahead.
And punishments upon that people.
Right, and punishments upon the people. What are they being punished for? All the wickedness that they've done to the nation of Israel. Go ahead, bro.
To bind their kings with chains.
Right, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, so they have to be bound with chains. Because really, who set up the captivity? The elites anyways. So the ones who are going into captivity, those are the ones who are going to make it out of this coming destruction. Are they going to be in an underground bunker? Or are they going to be in a space hotel like it says in Amos the 9th chapter? So they dig into hell, eventually like take them?
Yeah.
Because Esau got these underground bunkers, but that's not for every Edomite, that's for the elites. It's for the kings, for the nobles. And those nobles were the ones who put us in slavery in the first place. You see?
Yep.
They've just been staying on top.
Yeah.
They've been staying on top since then. The Rothschilds, these different international bankers, these prominent families, they've been on top going back to the 1400s, 1500s, 1600s. All right? So it's only fair that they're the ones, because those are the ones who really orchestrated slavery, financed slavery, came up with the boats. Because you had Edomites, you had sailors, you had slave catchers, slave traders, so on and so forth. But they were just employees to the nobles and the elite. They're lower level Edomites. You see? They're like managers at a corporation. We're going for the CEOs, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The high ones.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And the nobles were better of iron.
Go ahead.
And to execute upon them that judgment written.
Right, the judgment written. Revelation 13, which we read earlier. Jeremiah 30. All them scriptures, man. Go ahead.
This honor have all his saints.
Woo! This honor, it's an honor. Oh, let me grab this real quick. And then you go ahead and finish it. It's the book of Proverbs. 21 and 15. It is joy to the just to do judgment. It's a joyful thing. It's an honor. Honor is bestowed upon us. Lord's will, we're that number that we can actually put these devils into captivity, man. We can actually have our hands around their neck, or we can bind them up. Or we're gonna have somebody else, we're gonna have another heathen, bind them up. You know? Well, that's really more in the kingdom. All right, once we got everything established, you know, we'll set up these other nations as taskmasters. But initially, it's just gonna be us, man. Because we're gonna bind all these nations, nobles, the Moabite nobles, all right, the Ammonite nobles, whatever nobles are of Jacob, they're pretty low, man. Whatever nobles are at Ham, all right. Yeah, let me finish this off. It is joy for the just to do judgment, but destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity. That's right. So destruction is going to be to the workers of iniquity. And those are the ones that are going to be chained up, man, by us.
Yeah. You read earlier that the captivity shall go into captivity.
Yep.
So you know what I mean. So it's an honor.
Yep.
So they're going to give that a cup.
Yep.
Read it.
Yep.
All right. This honor have all his saints.
Yep.
Praise he the Lord.
Yeah.
Yahweh.
Hey, Wadi Yahweh Shem
Why
Yahweh.
Yahweh?
All halal Yahweh Shem Yahweh. For bestowing that honor upon us, man. Those will keep going, and this should make you want to keep going. And it's right here. And this ain't no far off thing. Matter of fact, brother, you give me Ezekiel 12. Ezekiel 12 and 26. Hey, cause I remember I was in Reno and he had a Jake, which he believed, but then he said, man, well, this ain't gonna happen in our lifetime. And he really was saying that because he wanted his children to make it. He was all concerned about his children. He was an older Jake.
Right.
Hey man, this is coming whether you like it or not, man. The Lord is gonna speed this thing up. The Lord is speeding this thing up. Give me hold what you got still and get Matthew 24 and 22. You got Ezekiel 12? It's a lot,
Yeah.
brother.
Sorry.
You gotta speak the peace.
I was going to say that you're supposed to have faith with the Heavenly Father.
There you
to
go.
have confidence with the Heavenly Father. You have trust and believe that He will deliver you and your family in the household.
Right?
So, you know what I mean? Don't worry about what's about to happen. Just worry about the Heavenly Father and pray to Him. You know, pray to the Heavenly Father that will keep you in the good and the right hand side.
Yep.
Not in the left.
It's good graces.
Good graces.
But see, he don't have faith. That's the whole thing. The dude lack faith.
It is.
Matter of fact, let me grab this real quick. I mentioned it. This is what he needs to ask. It's the book of Mark. Chapter 9, verse 23. Yahushua said unto him, if thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. And straightway the father of the child cried out and said with tears, Lord, I believe. Help thou mine unbelief. Yeah, and I always meditate on the scripture. This is a good scripture. This is a good thing to ask. Lord, man, help thou mine unbelief. Yeah. When you feel a doubt trying to creep into you, hey, help my unbelief.
Yeah.
Because those are just demons, really.
Right.
And certain times people will say certain things, they'll be like, man, that's messed up. People have a Debbie Downer spirit, you know, and that's to do what? To put you in a doubtful spirit.
Doubtful. Yeah. Now you all like kind of worried.
Yeah, you reconsidering stuff, thinking about stuff. Overthinking.
Yeah, you're doubting now. Now you have to go pray. Have that thought, whatever that is, get that out of my mind.
Right.
And then bring the faith spirit coming to me again. That we now faith. All right, thank you, Lord, for that. I need that.
Praying and reading.
Yeah, there you go.
Read this real quick. Romans 10 and 17. So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High.
Yeah, see, hearing by His word is a comfort. And hearing, and reading, and praying, you feel it, man. That warming, the fire, that things are don't worry about what's about to happen, man. Just focus right here.
You feel the presence of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah, focus. That's all we need to do. Don't let distractions. Don't always make you fall out the truth and fall out. You know what? I can't take it. You know what I mean? And we get to Abraham. Yeah, Abraham. Well, he about to sacrifice Isaac.
Right.
That was faithful. You know what I mean? That's his son. That's his blood son. And then so he didn't worry about his children, but look at Abraham. He was about to sacrifice Isaac. He was about to do it. He was about to do it. And the angel stopped him. It was faith. So he said, see, you just have faith, And then look what happened. He delivered from Isaac, and going together.
Yep.
So
and he brought out, I believe it was a ram to sacrifice.
Ram, yeah.
I believe it was a ram, was it? It might have been. So now it's in my mind. I gotta bring it out. But let me read this so you can break it down. Sirach 14 and 2. Blessed is he whose conscience have not condemned him, and who has not fallen from his hope in the Lord.
Yeah, hope in the Lord. Have hope, believe, faith.
That's the whole thing.
Faith, man. Let's do that, man. Faith, hope for that he will deliver you in the situations, you know. Yeah, we go through bad times, you know, we're gonna see you fall, but still, have faith, don't doubt. You know, I got you. Relax. Don't worry about it.
Really, once you get to understanding, you want to understand, like, there's no point in doubting. There's no point in doubting none of this stuff because there's just no point. This world has nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? You might as well keep all your faith in the Lord.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Focus on the Lord. Stick to it. You know, that's all you got to do. Believe in the Lord.
And the Lord, He will show you.
Yep.
He will show you signs and everything. He will know that I'm here with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And then it was a ram.
We're going back to the ram.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, ram.
There it is.
Yep, I'll read it real quick. Genesis 22 and 13. Abraham lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, behind him a ram caught in a thicket by his horn. Then Abraham went and took the ram and offered him up for a burnt offering in the stead of his son.
Brother, may I ask?
Yeah.
When I came down here on the road, on the street, guess what? Was a car in front of me. I was following it. And the sticker has a St. Louis Ram.
Oh, yeah.
I was following it, I was like, Ram. Like,
the whole time down
the
here.
whole time.
Yeah,
Wow, here we are talking about, Ram.
Spirit.
Wow.
Yep, let's just, back to Surah 14 and 2. Blessed is he whose conscience have not condemned him, and who has not fallen from his hope in the Lord. Why his conscience have not condemned him? Because you could do things, you could slip, you could fall, and then you could feel bad about it, yet that could condemn you in your mind. You could think, well, man, maybe the Lord ain't dealing with me, you know?
Yeah, I could have stopped that when I locked my car and everything. I could have thought, the Lord's trying to take me out, or the Lord's trying to do it. No, man, that's not what. I'm being chastised. I'm going to the fire. That's all I think of it as. And this world is nothing to me. This world is nothing. I don't care about the world.
Blessed is he whose conscience have not condemned them. Yeah, and that's why a lot of dudes don't continue on in this faith, because their conscience has condemned them. Because they've done certain things and they feel, all right, you know what, man, the Lord's not dealing with me. Which is why it's so important for us to think about things that happen and think about it spiritually, on all your deliverances, and then for you to have in your mind, well, the Lord is delivering me from this because He has a greater purpose to do this work. And you'll have more confidence if you're doing the work, if you're doing it sincerely. If you're doing what you're doing from the right place, even though you can get caught up in your flesh, you can slip, you can fall, you know that the Heavenly Father, He still has a journey for you which leads to salvation, right? Despite this, because the scriptures say we're wretched men, so we're wretched. And there's a duality with the men of the Lord, man. We're wretched men, yet if we're the men of the Lord, we're great men as well. You know? We're sinful men, yet we're also merciful men. You know, there's a lot to a man of the Heavenly Father, man. We're pretty much, we're that number. We're like the best of the worst.
We gotta eat the whole road, so we gotta experience it all, so we can understand it all, and so when we're God, we won't go back. We won't go back and doing those things we were
great
doing.
judges.
Yeah,
because we'll judge the good and evil within ourselves and everything around us.
Yeah,
you know.
That's why, like, people ask me, like, how do you know all this? How do you know this and everything? Like, I went to all this stuff. Like, quick, I already went to all this stuff. Like, people talking about, oh, but you gotta be 30, you gotta go all around the world to know this stuff. Like, you don't got, it's on the internet, first of all, and like, you just about what the experiences you go through. You know what I'm saying? I went through a lot of spiritual experiences, which led me to the truth. You know. So
yep.
That's how.
Oh well, it's the spirit. Surah 34:9. A man that hath traveled knoweth many things, and he that hath much experience will declare wisdom. And that word experience means to try out.
Yeah.
All right, so you have much experience, you'll have much wisdom.
Yeah.
You've been in different situations, so you have much wisdom, so you'll know, you can kind of see it before it happens because you've experienced it before.
Yeah.
So you can see it as something else, you can see it within a situation, because you've already been through it, you've already tried it out. Backing up what you said. I'm reading it again. A man that hath traveled knoweth many things, and he that hath much experience will declare wisdom. Yeah. You know, the brother was saying he has experience with things, even though he's young.
Yeah.
All right, you still have a lot of experience.
Yeah, I get through the fire at the end of the game.
Yep. He that hath no experience knoweth little, but he that hath traveled is full of prudence. When I traveled, I saw many things, and I understand more than I can express. Yeah, when you travel a lot, you have different experiences. Yeah. You could travel a lot just within a city, just within a state. You know, you can experience a lot just being within the city that others won't experience. You know, a lot of experience travel. Me growing up, I've traveled a lot, man.
Right.
When I was younger, I used to look at it as a bad thing, but now that I'm older, it gave me a lot of me traveling, being in different situations, different neighborhoods, being around different people.
Right.
It gave me a lot of experience. It gives me greater amounts of wisdom.
There you go.
Yeah.
Same thing with me too. Like I was growing up, you know, I gotta get to different, all different strangers and people.
Yep.
You know, things I went up. My path was really pretty much a dark side. You know, the gangs and stuff like that. And then, I didn't know that I couldn't be here in the streets like that. You know, I didn't know that's fine. You know, but experience, I know it's a high power. I know there's something else there, but I can't really touch on it. But I know it's real. But still doing things I need to do, you know, with you know, the games and stuff like that. And then when I got a scripture,
Yeah.
It says First Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 26. For ye see your calling, brethren, and how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty men, not many noble are called.
Right.
But Most High hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise.
That's right.
And the Most High hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty.
You doing?
And base things of the world, and things which are despised, as God hath Most High chosen, yea, and things which are not, and bring to naught, and things that are.
Yeah, that's us, man. Because look, he's chosen young, so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American. Man, that's what's more despised than that in this society. He said those things that are despised in the world.
Yeah.
He's chosen us to bring to naught the things that are, man. The mighty things in this world.
And that's what makes people hard for to believe and hearken on us, because we look lowly, we really look like we have everything like a rich person would and everything. Because really, a regular they'll believe somebody that's rich. Oh, he got all the money. God must be blessing him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I gotta bring this out, man. I gotta bring this up for you. You keep speaking.
Yeah. That's just how they do. Yeah, go ahead on that.
No. I got something. This is Sirach 13 and 21. A rich man beginning to fall is held up of his friends, but a poor man being down is thrust also away by his friends.
All right, but it is exactly how it is.
There it is. The Lord chose the foolish things. Like, we were foolish. I was foolish. Sure, I was really foolish, man. And the Lord chose the foolish things. Like, nah, watch. Look, I'm gonna get these brothers in the future. I'm gonna bring them right here. This is where we're at right now.
It's funny because I had to speak on that because when you said, I remember my friend, his thing was on getting riches and getting money and like that. And I told him, I was looking like opening my third eye and stuff like that, my pineal gland. I told him I made an object, and I told him that, oh, you go do this. I'm gonna go spend like my time trying to figure out how to open my third eye so I can try and gain these abilities. Because I heard that when you open your third eye, you get clairvoyance and get more clear abilities by eating vegan and everything like that. So
Yeah.
I started focusing more on that. And I was in my room.
Self-improvement.
Yeah, self-improvement. You know, he was just improving himself in, you know, doing other things like that. And then it kind of made me start feeling lonely and everything because I feel like I was losing myself. I was losing who I was and becoming something else. And they can see that too. And they, I don't know, I feel like they were trying to, I don't know, they were making me feel very low because I was changing and more of a godly man than some
Getting riches.
yeah.
Yeah, and then when you get on that tip, you have even less riches because you're not as motivated by it. You know? So yeah, you broke, man. Your friends will look this broke ass nigga. You know?
Yeah.
That's how Jake be in the world. I'm reading again. A rich man beginning to fall is held up with his friends, but a poor man being down is thrust also away by his friends. Yeah, like that old saying, kick you while you're down. You know?
Yeah.
Your friend, a lot of times you go down and your friends will help you. Oh, it's funny, I was looking at Messy Marv. I was looking at his Instagram last night. And he had so-called friends, but they was crapping on him, man. Because he was on drugs now, he's all down and out. He was living in Tip City. But it's like, where's his friends at, man? Even they's talking smack about him. Dudes that probably did songs with him, did all this other stuff, you know? But
all right.
Now go ahead.
They knew I was spread too. I always just tell them, I always preach to them all the time. And I told them, like, my whole thing was with God and everything. I was always with God and like talking about God. But even though I was telling them about God and everything like that, they still rather choose riches and everything instead of, you know what I'm saying? My whole path was just like trying to find God, trying to figure out who God is. You know what I'm saying? That was my big path. That's true.
But they wasn't. But that's why the Lord separated you. You know? Well, it says right here. And also in the book of Sirach 13 and 16, all flesh consorteth according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like. Right? So that's why we're pleasing to each other. Because we're about serving the Heavenly Father. Yeah. And that's why your homies in the world, that's why they together. Because they're about what? Speaking the riches of this world. Alright, back in verse 22, when a rich man is fallen, he has many helpers. He speaketh things not to be spoken, and yet men justify him. Yeah, you see Trump, he's rich, he's saying all types of wild stuff. These different CEOs, they say all types of stuff that's totally out of pocket. But guess what? Things not to be spoken. And yet men justify him. The poor man slipped, and yet they rebuked him too. He spake wisely and could have no place. Why? Because the poor man's wisdom is despised. Yeah. Verse 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith. Yeah, everybody shut up. And that's why the Lord don't got rich people out here speaking, man. Yeah. Because then people just say Warren Buffett came out here, or what's a Rich Jake that people know of? Puff Daddy or
or Jay-Z
or those are people that are looked at as being Floyd Mayweather. They came out here, right? People would listen just because they would think that by listening to them, they would get rich also. Exactly.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the pastors too. You know what I mean? You know, about the same thing. You're gonna get blessed. You know what
Prosperity doctrine.
Yeah.
They don't too. They think about by taking over rich, they think that they will receive a blessing by them ruling over rich and taking us out of power.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody's like, Chris, he looks all nice, sharp, shoes, shiny, you know what I mean? All gathered up, you know.
Suited and
booty, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Smooth things to the people, right?
Yep.
And everybody's like, that's my pastor right here. You know what he's talking about, right? And then here we are, out here, foolish, you know, from the Lord. We fools out here, you know?
Hamashiach.
Yeah. You know, we don't care. Granny, it's supposed to be true. You know, it don't matter. They're right here too.
Hey, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season.
Yeah.
So you got to in season, hey, whether it's raining or not. Yep. Or it's super hot. I know it's going to be real hot this summer. Oh, yeah. We get hot out here. Hey, we still got to be out here, man.
Out here.
Really, we're building our testimony for the Lord, what we're doing.
Yep. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue. And look what he saith. They extol it to the clouds. That's right. They extol it to the clouds. Everything somebody that's rich say, everybody uphold it, man. They uphold it as if it's the word of the Most High, man. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? They're like, who the hell is this? Who the hell is this dude, man? Yeah. I ain't gotta listen to you. Man, look at his shoes, man. Look at his. He got beard. He got beard. Half a beard over here. You know? What fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. That's right. So say, because you got certain people, they'll watch just to see you fumble. I'll see, no. You might misquote, you know, they like you referenced the scripture earlier. There's one that's sleeping with his that's slipping with his mouth, but not with his heart. Yeah, because you might mix up the scripture, or it might seem like you're saying something. People will watch just to see you fall. See? It's back on now. Yes, okay, cool. But that was a powerful point. Yeah. That was a powerful point. That's the spirit.
That's the spirit, man.
Yeah, right, Esau. How'd you know?
That's probably them. He's probably watching it.
Yeah, the whole time. Yeah. That's the spirit. No, I was gonna say that's the spirit. Man.
Yeah, he got sweaty too. Oh man, I got flu.
Yeah, but I just got that over. That's all spiritual. So now we get the precept that you had. You still got something, right?
Hey, you want me to go to Mike 24?
Yeah. Bring that out. That's the spirit. Now the spirit changed. That was the spirit needed to change.
What verse you want me to get?
22. Hey, y'all about to
Why did y'all buy sitting outside?
This is the book of Matthew,
That's crazy.
chapter 24, verse 22.
Yep.
Verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved.
Right, and you see that because, like the brother sent me the video, Esau wants all these. Yeah.
You should go by mosque and stuff like that with brothers with lines, you know, I say this man doing shit for over 20 years. And we don't like Arabic and everything.
Yeah.
You know, the brothers out here, that only the creator knows how to talk to you, right?
Right.
Yeah. There's some brothers there on the street, they're scared to run away because they don't got nothing to talk about.
Right. Hey,
All right, brother. All right, shalom.
Hey.
That's the spirit.
Hey, that is.
Well, maybe I would do a walk and talk or something, you know. But usually, man, when somebody's real heavy into Islam, it's hard. It's hard to pull them out of it while they're in it, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, because going into churches and mosques and all that, you just go out here in the cheap place of concourse and the highways and hedges. Now, if I happen to be passing by and somebody is kind of hospitable, you know, and they're like, and I ask them, they're like, yeah, I'm a Muslim, and I said, oh, you know, the Muslims, you know, the black Muslims, the Moors, they were really Israelites, and I go into it.
Yeah.
So it's depending on the spirit.
Right.
A lot of them Muslims, man, they be hardcore bug out. But hey, but the Lord got him out of that, you know.
Yeah.
That's how he said that, because he's like, look, man, the Lord pulled me out of it, you know.
Wow,
Because,
look at that.
you know,
Yeah.
who knows? We'll see, you know. Yeah. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. The Israelites rolled by. But anyway, that's the spirit.
Yeah.
But I'll read that again, brother.
And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved.
Go ahead.
But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
For the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And we see, like I was referencing the video that the brother sent. You know, they want all of our children to accept homosexuals and lesbians and transgender people. So then what? When they grow up, they wouldn't want to reproduce. Maybe they want to be a transgender person. Maybe Susie wants to get with Amanda now.
Yeah.
Maybe Jeffrey wants to get with Dan now.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay, right? I learned it in school. I've been learning about it in school since I was 5.
Yeah.
So that means what? No flesh will be saved. There'll be no more reproduction.
Yeah.
You see?
That cuts out.
That cuts it out right there. There's no more being fruitful.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, go ahead.
No, you got it.
I was gonna, please. Man, I thought about it now. See, now I was really angry. Like, what? So, hold on, time out. You know, so you mean telling me you're going to send a 5-year-old out there to school and grown men will come and teach the little kids, 5-year-olds, it's okay to be a boy to be a girl and a girl to be to a boy. And then, come on, the 5-year-old won't think stuff like that. I was going to cuss words, but,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. They don't know. The innocent
Right. I know what you mean. I know what you're saying. They're impressionable.
Yeah, they're impressionable.
Children are impressionable.
Right. You know, they don't know no better than that. They don't care about all this. That's laughing. That's not even a thought. You know, they don't start playing.
They kind of play.
That's all.
Yeah, play in the sandbox, play tag,
Yeah.
run around, be
Like that.
goofy.
Yeah, you know, kids. And then now middle school, 11. Now you're gonna have teachers teaching the female and the male, 11-year-old teaching how to, you know, what's that word?
How to sodomize.
Yeah,
how to sodomize each other, man.
Yeah, like what?
Hey, and then a lot of times, like in New York, I believe it was, they had a transgender come in for like reading day. So you had some it's always some big muscle-bound 6-foot. Look like they used to play football, basketball, but now they got makeup on and chop their rod off. They go in and they reading to children, 2nd grade, 3rd grade. So that'll be implanted in the child's mind.
Yeah.
All right, and then they listen to the music, they look at all these shows, movies, so they think it's okay.
Right.
So then no flesh will be saved.
Yeah.
That's just one aspect of how no flesh will be saved. You see, there's no more reproduction. Another thing is the food. All right, all the food is genetically modified. No matter what they say, whether they say it's GMO free or not. How you know, man?
Yeah.
Because who controls what's labeled GMO or not? Damn devil, man.
Yep.
Was the FDA? They say it's FDA approved. And the FDA got food that's grade D but edible. Now, last time I checked, if you get a D, can you pass on to the next class? No, you gotta repeat it, man. But they'll feed you that, man. So you got a lot of people who are dying because of the food that they eat. Oh, and if that don't get you, say somehow you got your own garden. Well, you got chemtrails.
Yeah. Right.
I'm a so-called healthy person, man. Taking all the pills, working out. You see what I'm saying?
Don't even work.
It gets you pissed off.
You still sniffling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, allergies. Well, I'm taking bee pollen for it. That ain't working. You know, still got mucus. All right, I'm cutting out dairy and doing. It's the environment, man. The environment is wicked.
Yeah.
So if the Lord didn't destroy this place, He didn't speed up the time, no flesh would be saved. We'd all end up dropping dead. You know?
Yeah.
You got it, brother.
Man, you're gonna get really pissed off when you look outside. Man, non-stop, all day, every day. You gonna get the heat? All the planes, spraying. Like every time you go outside, right? Same day, you look out. Plane.
11? Keep going, brother.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you plane. Come on, planes all day, man. I see plane numbers and planes. So I said, look. Every time I drive, I go outside for a walk. I said, look at them planes, yeah. You know, planes all the time, man.
Yeah, and that's getting defiling the air, defiling our crops, defiling our food, defiling the water, everything, man. Can't even live out here, man. We're dying out here each day, man. Every time you breathe, man, we're dying slowly.
Yep.
That's why we gotta get out of here.
Yep. That's why you're supposed to be what? You're supposed to be hastening today.
Hasten.
Because if not, man, the Lord can have it. Everybody drop out and just die, man. But the Lord is not going to do that because He's got men that are going to make it. Matter of fact, go ahead, brother.
We gotta bug the Lord, man. We gotta stay. We gotta keep praying to Him. Keep praying that He hates the day and everything like that. We gotta keep bugging Him.
Yeah, because he's bringing these prophecies quick, fast, and in a hurry, man.
Really quick.
Hey, by the time we wrap up, man, something drastic didn't happen. You got trade wars. You got trade war with China.
Oh yeah.
China and America. Then you got Germany. They disobeying America's orders, pretty much saying we're not no colony. They're doing business deals with Russia. You got America going at it with Iran.
Yeah.
Okay, they got on in the paperwork on these different memos that they want to send 120,000 people up in there. Right, soldiers.
Yeah.
Right, which we know that's going to happen, but then the market of peace has to be put. You see?
Yeah.
So there's so much, and it's all going to be like at once, man.
But it says that the devil has a short time. He's gonna get it. See, I can see him now. What? Oh, boy, messing down there, right? You know what I mean? Like he's like, I can see her right now, all mad, pissed off. Everybody's nobody's listening. Why is Germany? What? You know what I mean? All crazy. You know what I mean? The devil's the damn devil, man. He's like he wants whatever he wants, but he can't. You know? And then all these people's bucking up to him.
Yep.
Like, they're not fearing me no more. What? Oh man, okay. Now he's gonna use the sword.
Yep.
He's really gonna literally
Come with the sword. That's his last ditch effort, and that's his blessing.
Yeah.
And he's perfected it.
Yeah.
All right. Revelation 12 and 12. Wherefore, therefore, rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
Yeah, he's really short, man. On time, man. He's really short. You know that the time, the glass.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hey, man, almost done.
You know what I heard?
Hurry up.
You know what I heard? Donald Trump released that national emergency. I think that's pretty popped up in my mind. He had but a short time. That's why he had to release that national emergency. So when something big happens, martial law will come right in effect.
Yep. He already got it on the book. All he needs is a pretext.
Yeah.
You know, like we were talking last week, we already saw it. All right, they're gonna blame something on Iran to have a justification to go up in there.
There you go. Yeah.
So they're building up justification, yet the Lord is not letting them go because prophecies has to be fulfilled with the mark of the beast being implemented.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Iran, that's once they go over there, it's over. So we know that before that, the other big prophecy is what the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast being pushed out. Which there's these different. He got a lot of different things right now. He got the wall. He got the Huawei. Or he's got different spy. Okay, well look, they're trying to spy on us. So Esau got a lot of different angles which he can bring in, martial law and then push our Padicha, but he really needs another one. You know?
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what he comes with. Yeah. But we know it's soon.
Yeah,
we know it's soon because what's happening is it's just expediting, man.
Yeah.
He's expediting everything.
Yeah.
Because he got that Iran, Israel, America war, man. We can see that's real close. So we know that the chip, which it is the year of Karatu, right through the spirit. So we know that it's got to be close, man.
Yeah. We're really close. Ready to do it.
And that's why we're continually on our watch, man.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of these things, it's Isaiah 62:6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. That's right. This is not the time to hold your peace. Scriptures talk about Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. There's a time for everything, man. Right now is the time to speak. All right, speak on these prophecies, man. Hasten the day. Hey, cause like I said, man, everything you wake up, man, it's something new.
Yeah.
Everybody says it's a war on this, it's a war on that, it's a vision here, the vision there. Ye that make mention of the Lord Yahweh, keep not silence. That's right. So you're not supposed to keep silent. All right. It says if there's an opportunity to do good, do it, man. This is an opportunity to do good works. All right. Speak on behalf and speak in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Speak on the truth and give him no rest. Give who no rest? The Heavenly Father. Okay. Give him no rest because ultimately the power of the earth is in his hands. So we want him to expedite this destruction. All right, because the destruction culminates with what? It coincides, I should say, with our salvation. They're hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. And give him no rest till he establishes, till he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. And Jerusalem will soon be a praise in the earth. Jerusalem's not a praise in the earth right now. This is what Jerusalem. This is Jerusalem right now. The Jake right here. Walking with a trash bag, homeless, all right, destitute. But guess what? Jerusalem as a whole is going to be rebuilt, starting with the building blocks, the lively stones, which is the elect of the nation of Israel. That's pertaining to 1 Peter, the 2nd chapter. You go ahead, brother.
I got Habakkuk, chapter 2:1.
Right.
I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower.
Right, and we're upon the high tower, okay? Sounding the alarm of war, like I say in Joel, the 2nd chapter. Go ahead.
And will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I reprove.
Go ahead.
And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it a plain upon the table.
Write the vision and make it plain upon the table. That's right, this is plain. And the scriptures say, as his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. It's plain to us, man. All right, America's going to be destroyed. All right, this place ain't going to be prolonged for too much longer. It's plain. We can see it clearly. Go ahead.
That he may run, that readeth it.
That he may run, that read it. Right, so you hear this word, it's supposed to get sparked. You're supposed to run to preach it, man. You're supposed to stir something up in your spirit. Go ahead.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
Right, the vision is yet for an appointed time. What's the vision? America being destroyed. All right, the mark of the beast being implemented. And that's ultimately what it is. America being destroyed. Before that, the mark of the beast being instituted. Okay, Israel, America going into the valley of Jehoshaphat. All right, to receive his judgment along with all these other nations. Go ahead.
But at the end they shall speak and not lie.
Yeah, but at the end it's going to speak and not lie. And that's what's happening right now. It's speaking right now. You can't deny this no more. You can't say, well, you know what, that may happen, but it'll happen in 5 years, 10 years, or you can't prove it. You can't say that because it's speaking. And once it starts, there's no turning it back. Go ahead.
Yep, it tarry. Wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
Right, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And we see that, man. It's not tarrying. If anything, it's picking up. And you got a lot of people that have been saying, oh look, it ain't gonna happen. Well, the Lord is actually bringing it quicker because of that. Let me bring this out real quick. Ezekiel 12:26. Again, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come. And he prophesied of the times that are far off. You see, and that's what a lot of Israel say. That's what the dude said to me, man. He said, yeah, you know, this may happen, but it's not going to happen in our lifetime, maybe the next lifetime. Yeah, that's a far off.
Yeah.
Therefore, say unto them, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, there shall none of my words be prolonged anymore, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord Yahweh. You see? So the words, they ain't gonna be prolonged. Now it's coming. It's speaking. It's speaking expressly, man.
It's really speaking. It's like, hey, man, like it's like it reminds me of that one movie. When the Jakes, like they don't know what's about to happen, man. But you still don't know. It's a movie that what's that movie I was looking for? How long McFly, like something like McFly, Back in the Future.
Yeah.
Back in the Future, McFly loves. You know what I mean? Like, I think about like pretty much like Jake, like wake up, man. Like, hey, it's about to happen, man. You don't see it? There ain't gonna be nothing gonna happen, man. It's gonna be died down. It's cool. You know, it's pretty much like that. You know what I mean? It's pretty much. They're gone. They don't know what the hell's going on. They think like they're going to bar, shoot drinks, watch a fight, watch football games, basketball games. It's cool. Nothing going on.
Because all things continue as they were.
Yeah.
You know, because things are, because by and large you're still able to do what you've been doing.
Yeah.
It's a little harder to do it now. You know, times are rougher, but hey, man, people are thinking, okay, this is happening, but you're gonna bounce back. Nah. Well, and that's the mentality of a what? A scoffer. All right, that's a scoffer right there. It's 2 Peter 3:3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, talking about the men that labored in his fruitful force, okay, this man came on the earth, he said that, well, people always been saying that it's the end of the world.
Right.
But since the fathers fell asleep, right, the forefathers of this truth, fell asleep, meaning they went back to the spirit world, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation. Right, man, everything's been how it is, man.
Yeah.
People still going to bars, people still going to the grocery store, people still doing this and that. Well, they were doing that in the 70s, they were doing that in the 80s, they were doing that in the 90s. What's changed?
Yeah, what's changed?
That's what a lot of people think, because they're not looking at things spiritually. Really, they're not watching what's going on a geopolitical level.
Right. Another thing, touch on the movie too. He took out a high vibration of spiritual power movie. Like, have you seen that trailer Brightburn?
I think, is that the one you showed to me?
No, it's a different one. Yeah, they released a new movie called Brightburn, and the kid he got red like fire eyes, and he has some kind of
Levitate?
Immortality. He can't really die. He put his hand inside of in the blade, and the blade broke. And like I guess he's supposed to be some type of evil Superman, but he's a kid and he had red eyes and everything. And you know, it also like his bones doesn't break. Well, that scripture right there, it says no bone shall be broken.
Yep.
Yeah, they're pushing on the high vibrations, that type of stuff, because they know that we're in no time,
Also, too, Esau, he's gonna offer that technology with the parts of the beast, or RFID chip, that transhumanist agenda.
Yeah.
You know, because that's why he's already got these news clippings, these news videos showing people who are paralyzed, they're this and that. Well, they got the mark. All right, they got the RFID chip in them. Now they can walk. Now they can do this and that.
Right.
So Esau may very offer that.
Yeah.
Spiritual power.
Yeah.
Heightened abilities. Because that's what that transhumanist agenda is all about.
Right.
Merging man with machine so that you can evolve on a higher level. So he's showing that to probably entice people.
Yeah,
you know?
Well, that's cool. Look, see,
I can get that.
I can get that. You know what I mean? I can walk again. See, I've been on this road trip for years.
I can be more powerful because they actually got some soldiers set up with this equipment.
Yeah.
You know, cyborgs, so they can be cyborgs, and they're set up to fight against the elect. Really.
They got invisibility cloaks and everything, but they could be invisible in military gear.
So they could offer lower levels of that to people if they get the RFID chip. Some little nerd who just be playing video games all day, he'll be into that, man.
Oh yeah.
But their power is not gonna be nothing like ours, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. It's like they don't care. Like, man, I want to play my game. So go ahead, shoot me. Like, damn, like that.
Oh yeah, those.
You know.
Them gamers, man, they're not gonna put up no type of resistance, man. Cause Esau could offer some cool stuff. Yo, you'll be able to have virtual. I'll give you some extra games on here.
Yeah.
Oh, they got virtual gyms now, man.
Dang, I didn't know
This
that.
crazy stuff, yeah, out of San Francisco.
Look at that.
You brother got some precepts?
Oh, now I was gonna say that. I have one right here. It's like it's good to wait on the Lord.
Right, go ahead.
Lamentation, chapter 3, verse 25. The Lord Yahweh is good unto them that wait for him, to the full that seeketh him.
Right.
It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord.
Right, that's right.
We're gonna wait patiently, wait for him,
Yeah.
for the salvation to come.
We can silently.
Silently wait for him. Patiently.
I don't really talk to him. I'm a silent person.
Silently wait for the salvation of the Lord Yahweh.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing with all the brothers right here.
Yeah.
We're gonna wait. Like you said, the elders, they're waiting. When the day they get to see the truth, they right here still sleeping in the Lord. They're waiting, patiently waiting too. So they can't see what's us. They're patiently waiting too. So now I know they can't. The elders, I know they've been here for a while. They can't wait.
Yep.
Us too.
Yep.
So patiently wait on the Lord. And he will come.
Yep.
You gotta believe on it. You don't. You're gonna see the brothers beating up, and you're gonna be left like, damn, that's a good person like you guys.
Hey, once you get that little spiritual part, a little something like where it confirms that, oh, you start levitating something with your hand, that confirms it right there. Like, oh, hey, I've been chosen. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually one of them.
And that's when people want to get with it too.
Yep.
Psalms 110:3. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. Again, the day of the power, that's when people gonna be willing. And for seeing is believing to the majority of Israel.
Yeah.
Because that's not faith, because they lack faith. Well, the definition of faith, the biblical definition is what? Hope, substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. But our people, they don't have faith. So when they see the power come, that's when a lot of people don't want to get away from it. I knew you was a man of the Lord. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, in the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth. That's right. Got some?
I have it's not really a precept, but it's
Go ahead.
Something
Bring
different.
out. Then we go wrap up.
so this Proverbs chapter 5, verse 18. But the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more until the perfect day.
Woo! You that again?
Proverbs chapter 5, verse 18. But the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more until the perfect day.
Right. Shineth more and more until the perfect day. Right. And that's what's happening. It's being clearer and clearer.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
Keep upgrading. Keep upgrading.
Yeah, there you go. Have your garments clean. When the day of salvation comes, have your garments are waiting to be clean. Don't be dirty. It ain't gonna come later.
yeah, blessed is he that keepeth his garments. Matter of fact, let me read that real quick. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 16. Verse 15. Blessed is, behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame.
Yeah, see that? Keep your garments clean.
That means white. Keep it pure.
Pure.
White, yeah.
When it comes, you'll be clean.
Right, and the garments that represents the truth.
Keep it true.
Keep the wisdom. Because really the wisdom is the how it shine. The wisdom understanding, that's really the how it shine.
Yep. Exactly.
I got some on that too.
Yep.
So,
Hold on, real
go
quick.
ahead. Yeah.
You good? Micah 2:8. Even of late, my people is enough as an enemy. You pull off the robe with the garment from them that pass by securely, as men averse from war. Right, you pulling off the garment is talking about what? It's truth.
Yeah.
So then you're what? You're naked.
You're naked.
You're exposed.
Exposed. Yeah, exactly.
Your shame.
Yeah.
So everybody can see your shame.
Yeah.
There you go. You got the truth now. You have the whole truth only in the garment, right? You walk out there, you got to know the truth. What to do, what not to do. You still got to walk like Israelite. When the Lord's not here, you still gotta walk the truth. You still gotta walk His way.
Yeah, because
You know?
in that day, you want to make sure that the Lord send you an angel down there to guide you in that day, so you know you have guidance in that day. So you don't have the Spirit of the Lord in you in that day. You just be confused. You won't be in the bride. You know, you're gonna be everybody else trying to be. Oh, I'm trying to get help. No, man. You know, the Lord does not want you out on the bride, man.
Yeah, so you put out the truth and put the truth away, man. So you know what? I'm going to church on Sunday now.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna go to Catholic, so they know. You know what I mean? Get out of here, man.
We're going back to the world, man.
So that after when he comes back, then what? What are you gonna say? Oh man, what's that scriptures, man? What are you gonna do? Oh, hold on. Woe unto you, you lost patience. What will we do? The Lord will visit you.
That's right. Yep.
Ooh, man. Oh no.
That's why we should never lose patience. The patience is the biggest thing. When you lose your patience, man, that's like losing your patience with the Lord, man. You're not going to lose your patience with the Lord. You lose your patience with the Lord, the Lord will lose his patience with you. You know what I'm saying? He wants to see you out. Yep. Unless you're predestined in the truth, you know what I'm saying? Then it's just going to baptize you and put you in the fire, and you're going to make you come back into the truth. You're going to make you. Yep.
Brother, you got something? You got something, brother?
Yeah. So this is about the wisdom.
Yep.
So,
Proverbs chapter 4, verse 5. Get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth.
Yep.
Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee.
what I'm talking about. No, love wisdom. Don't forget wisdom, man. Make sure you do not forget wisdom. If you forget wisdom, wisdom won't forget you. The Lord don't forget you.
Don't forsake you.
Yeah. Yep. And it's called wisdom of her too, because you know wisdom goes back into Sophia, right? That's why
Wisdom is likened unto a woman.
yeah.
And that's your first love.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let me grab this.
Right.
real quick.
Your first love is Bill. Yeah.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 4. We represent Yahweh Shem Shai. Revelation 2 and 4. He don't care. Devil. Nevertheless, I have somewhat against thee, because thou hast left thy first love. Right. You leaving your first love is you getting caught up and entangled in this world. Right? So this is your first love. This is your real woman. You see? That's why when you go to Proverbs, you were just in that chapter, it says this. Proverbs 5 and 17. Let them be only thine own, and let strangers with thee. Let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love. Talking about this wisdom.
The wisdom, yeah. Wisdom is beautiful, man. Like, wisdom is very beautiful because it gives you into all things that you wanted to know, all things that you wanted to figure out. The wisdom will tell you. Literally, it will lead you into where you need to go. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. And why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman and embrace the bosom of a stranger? That's talking about these different idols, man. And that's what you're into if you're outside of this truth. You're backsliding and you're into different idols, man. You're pretty much, you're with another woman.
Hey, I don't mind.
You're a whore.
Yeah.
And the scriptures say a whore is a deep ditch. Go ahead, brother.
I don't mind. It's a devil's playground.
Yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why when the demons come back and you don't have this truth occupied in you, 7 other spirits come back more wicked than they, and they come in and they overtake you because you're not continuously meditating on this word. So then Satan will come into your mind and you'll meditate on everything that Satan wants you to meditate on. All right? And you're not going to do this work. You can't do this work anymore once that happens.
Yeah.
You can't hit the precept like how I was going into precept. You can't hit the precept because the spirit of the Yahweh Shem Shai is no longer in your mind.
Yeah.
Right? It's the spirit of Satan.
Yeah.
You know, Satan is adversary, so Satan, the adversary is going to have you do everything contrary to the scriptures. It's pretty much everything that your flesh wants to do.
Yeah.
You're just gonna be eating and drinking all day. You're gonna be looking for women, you ain't gonna be looking for the prophecies to come fast. You know?
You can see it.
Smoking weed, you're just gonna be doing whatever makes you feel good.
Yeah, for real. Make you feel your flesh, not your spirit,
Exactly.
Just like we just witnessed like a couple days ago, few members got caught up.
Oh man, that was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's for the example of what they did. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If you don't get
7-7. Oh, 7. Hey.
They get rid of the name. They got rid of the two names of him father of the Bible, and they did wickedly. You know, and he's an older cat too, man. He's an older cat. You shouldn't be teaching the younger cats. You know what I mean? The younger people teach the good things in the right way. What's the name? What's the true name? Some true doctrine. Give them, encourage them. And read to them to give them the understanding. Not no. I'm stealing my brother's money and stuff, and I'm gonna hold it. And I'm being held wicked. That's held wicked. Now all the little ones are looking up to you. Like, man, that's cold, man. Like, well, he did that. He's older than enough, and he's going to steal the money.
A lot of people will fall out over that.
Yeah, a lot of people. They don't want.
They don't want to deal with the Bible no more. That's what they associate with the scripture. Somebody who does that, rips them off, stealing the ATV up in their house. You know what I'm saying? Like trashing the house, you know what I'm saying?
It breaks your spirit too. See something like that, man. It really hurts. Oh man, like I used to listen to the guy. Like he's smooth with his words. He knows what the preaching is. But look what happened though. Now he got locked up.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Now what I do now? Should I continue on? Should I still be here in the group, or should I look around? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what happened with our elders and apostles. A lot of them were doing stuff, but they kept going.
Yeah.
Because they recognized, all right, well, this is the truth, but just these men fell away.
Right.
When the scriptures talk about that, you preach to others, but you yourself, you're a castaway. You know?
Right.
Yeah, man. You're supposed to work out your own salvation too. That's like you can't just go to this brother and then expect to get everything from him. Like you gotta work out your own. You're not gonna always do it that brother. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a time where you're gonna be all alone. You may be all alone. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put your faith in the Lord. In order to get yourself delivered out of that wherever you in. You know what I'm saying? So,
men are set up to slap you, brother.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, the brothers may not be with you to tell you where to go or tell you what to do. You know what I'm saying? You gotta figure everything out for yourself, and in them times to come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta ask the Lord to guide you. You have to have faith for yourself. Now, a man can preach the word, and then when you hear the word, your faith gets built up. But you can't rely on a man for you to believe.
Right.
You have to believe yourself.
Right.
Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as you have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Like you brothers, like God forbid, I don't come out here no more. You brothers still gotta come out, man. Y'all gotta link up and say, well, what? Man, we gotta, something happened to me. Y'all gotta still preach.
Yeah, we still gotta.
Y'all gotta go out and preach on your own. You gotta work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, because how are you saved? By your faith and your works. Because y'all can believe, but then you gotta show your faith by your works as well. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, because there's been men that I was cool with, and you be like, man, it's messed up, you fall out. But it ain't like I stopped preaching just because this man fall out. You gotta go, because I believe for myself. Just like you're supposed to believe for yourself, you're supposed to believe for yourself.
The Most High spark, He put a spark into us. We have a perpetual love for the Most High, you know what I'm saying? Not for man, we got love for the Most High. We want to be saved. We don't want to be here forever. We're trying to get out of here, man.
That's right.
For real.
So the Spirit got it. Spirit will have it set up that a man guide you, right? Like I'm set up to guide you, brother. At the same time, y'all gotta work out your own salvation, and that's what I'm pushing. Hey, that's why we have the test. That's why I asked you questions, so you can have this in your mind. Not so that it's just like, all right, you just look at me and something happens. Because like the brother said, we may not be together. You see what I'm saying? It may just be you in your house. It might be you by yourself. And then you gotta have these scriptures playing in your mind. That's what it's really about. See, it got to be in you. I put in the video. It's not honest. It's really that's true. It really has to be in you. And the more you meditate on it, look, man, this is in me, man. I know it's in you brothers too.
Right.
There's certain brothers you can tell the spirit is in this. That's why Esau, he just got to come and kill us, man. That time come, if you want to stop us from preaching, you want to stop us from believing, he just got to kill us. Because it ain't nothing, it is not that you make yourself have it in you. I mean, you read, you pray, you do all that. And ultimately, it's because the Lord put the spirit on you to do such, so that it's in you. The Lord got to put the spirit on you to be in this truth, man, to fight these demons, man, to be able to come out here. Now, a man can't do that for you. All a man can do is preach and encourage you. But it comes a time, it's on you. Let me get this real quick. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, as you have always obeyed, not in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. That's right. And what do we tremble at? The judges, which we read in these scriptures. You don't want to fall victim to that, man. You don't want to be just another statistic, man. Another Jake that gets smoked in America. So what do? You put your head in these scriptures, you pray to Yahweh to guide your way, and you meditate. When you do get weak, you meditate on all the times when the Lord delivers you, man.
It works a lot.
All the time.
All the time, man. When I feel down and out.
144% success rate. Because that's why you go through what you go through, man, so that you can draw on it. But what does it say? Look at the generations of old. Did any that trust in the Heavenly Father put their faith in Him and were confounded? What's the answer? That's a rhetorical question, meaning no. And then you think about yourself, man. And that's why the Spirit has it, like me and you, we all share our testimonials. Because then I hear that from you, or even when the brother came out and he had the picture of his daughter, I said, well, that's all spiritual, man. You know, us speaking, and then we seeing things happen, that comforts our spirit to let us know, okay, look, well, the Lord got His Spirit upon us, man. And then in turn, what do? Do you let up? Nah, man, you do more. Well, let me do more so that the Lord can do even more with me, man. So I can have even more confidence, because we can tell that this place is breaking down. So you want to have as much confidence, faith as possible, man. And like I was meditating earlier. I was meditating on when I was coming down from Reading. I don't know if I told you, I got in the car, I hit a ditch, and then I had my tire was all messed up. I had a flat, and then I stopped, and I asked them if they had a tire, and it happened to be this man. He looked like a white man, and he happened to be a Christian. And he just so happened to be like a mechanic. All right. He said, "Hey man, I'm a mechanic." I said, "Man, of course you are." He put my flat on. He put my flat on for me and everything.
There you go.
Like, bam, just real quick, boom, boom, boom. He was telling me about how he was a Christian and things that happened to him. He was like, "Hey, man," I was like, "Hey, man, I gotta give you some money." He said, "Hey, man, I'm a Christian, you know." I'm just doing it. I said, "Well, what are the odds of that, man?" I'm like 20 minutes outside of Reading. You see what I'm saying? And then I was able to get from 20 minutes past Reading back here on a Spirit.
Wow.
Now, a Spirit, you only supposed to go, what, 60, 70 miles?
Yeah, short miles.
And what Reading is what, 150, 160 miles? More than that, because it's like 2 hours. That's faith. And I said, "Hey, I was about to outside, guide the way." I had no fear, no doubt. And the Lord got me there, man.
That's how I do that. You know what I mean? Like, perfect. Sorry about that.
Oh, you get clocked.
Perfect timing. You know how the incident happened, and then makes you know you got somebody right
The
there.
dude was there within literally a minute and a half. Like I pulled up. I was like, maybe I'll get some gas too. I went in there. I asked him if they had tires. I said, "Oh man, was there like a mechanic shop?" I asked something, and he said, "Hey man, I'm a mechanic." He just so happened to be there, man. He took time out. Fixed the tire and everything, man.
Right.
He was like, "Yeah, man," and then he offered to lie for me, man. If it got too late, you know what I'm saying? He said, "Yeah, you know, we're kind of up in the church, so you know I can put you up." Come on, man. You know, so things like that, the Lord will really like force you to believe. Because there's times you can have people coming at you. You can have a lot of people say, "Oh, you ain't right. You're the devil," trying to make you out like you're the devil and all this. And the Lord will just clearly show you signs, man. That He's with you, like clearly. So these things happen so that what? When the day of doom comes, that what? You're protected. That you have that faith. And everything that's happening is just to build up our faith, man. And we're going to be drawn off at times like that. And then greater things are going to happen, man. And people going to hate it too, man. People going to bug out. They're going to be like, "No way this is a man of the Lord, man." People going to see it, and they're going to be forced to acknowledge that we're the men of the Lord.
Right.
This is Romans 14 and 5. One man esteemeth one day above another esteemeth every day in life. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. So you have to be fully persuaded in your own mind. And you have to count the cost. You got to know what you're getting into, man.
Yep.
And you have to believe. See, these testimonials too. These testimonials ain't just, oh look what happened. Nah, this is so you can know the power of Yahweh Shimei Shai, man. Oh, and before that, my car got stolen up in Portland, and that was spectacular. I went, yeah, man. I went to the Verizon, and they had like some little tracking thing, and then I found my car, and I came back. It was crazy. Everybody was like, yeah, you know, everybody helped, bro. It's crazy.
Wow.
Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. And then I was like, man, I just prayed on it, and then the Lord had it. I had to make a report and everything.
Look at that.
Man. The Lord had it. I got the car back and everything. Everything was pretty much intact. Yeah, it was about like a whole month and a half, just every day. It was just something drastic. Whoa.
Yeah.
And that got me. And that got my faith just through the roof.
Yeah, I bet.
You know?
Man, that shit.
That's how the Lord do it.
Huh?
That's how the Lord would do it.
And that's what the Lord do, because the Lord will have you at a time where you feel, okay, it's like a lot of adversity, and then the Lord just boom, Lord just shoot you through, man.
I remember I was so vexed in the spirit that I felt like I was just gonna die. Like, I don't know. Like, I was just so vexed in it. I'm glad that he came to save me. Like now, like I'm not really afraid of too much about this. Well, I'm not afraid of what Esau would do. Esau got to kill me for the shoot, kill me, man. I don't.
Exactly.
Like,
no, that's the spirit. Well, that's the spirit, because that's what I was meditating on yesterday. Hey, I was meditating. I was like, man, I'm pretty much playing with house money. Which when you playing with house money means pretty much it's not even yours. Because I checked out like over 10, 11 years in this life, you know. Right. And I've been close to being killed so much. I'm like, hey, man, every day I wake up, I'm just grateful that I'm alive. Yeah. So if the Lord pulled my car, man, I'm grateful that I was able to be here this 30 some odd years. That's how I really feel, man.
Right,
yeah. Not like we have a life in this.
Anyways,
yeah.
We're living unto the Lord, man.
Exactly.
That's the only way. That's the only reason that we're living. That's why we do this work. That's why. And Lord's will. We're gonna be doing a lot more, because we're all in the same mindset, you know. Hey, look, man, there ain't nothing else to do with this, you know. We go do our hustles. We gonna come out. Lord's will come out during the week. We'll probably come out even more, because that's just why not? What else is there to do?
It's crazy, because I meditated on this. Like I meditated that, you know, I needed somebody to come out here to build me, like to make me stronger, you know, into this truth. You know what I'm saying?
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
That's why. Everything is spiritual, man.
Yeah, everything.
Really, everything is spiritual. And I meditate on that and I can't stop it, man. It's like that. It won't come out of my head. That's why I be thinking about you, brothers. I gotta get this. I gotta think about this. Okay, I gotta put this lesson together.
Right.
That's all that's on my mind, man. You know, you think about the woman. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? She supports. She put this together. She put the sign together. You know? So it's like, you know. So it's all about people that are in the truth, man. It's all like care about making sure those people are cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And making sure that I'm on point. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing as best as I can, and y'all are doing as best as you can. And we're serving y'all by Shimei Shai as best as we can. That's what it's about, man. That's what life's about. Nothing else matters. But let me get this real quick. Isaiah 57 and 15. On what the brother said. For thus saith the high and lofty one that inhabiteth eternity, whose name is holy. I dwell in the high and holy place, with him also that is of a contrite and humble spirit, to revive the spirit of the humble and to revive the heart of the contrite ones. You got revived by this truth.
Yeah.
Like you were saying.
Yeah.
I felt that you was about to die, you know, then the Lord, at a young age too.
Yeah,
This brother, we're all young men. Yeah. This brother's a very young man.
Very young.
I was just lowly in my spirit. Like, bro, I didn't have life in this world, man. I was just lowly in my spirit. And I just like, man, like, I don't know. I was just so vaccinated. I feel like I just died. Like, die and just tell about how vaccinated I am in the spirit.
Right.
But you know what? You're dead to this world, which is why you're in this truth.
I want to bring it up right here.
Yeah, go ahead. That's the spirit. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, it's like we dealing with house money, anyways, man. And if the Lord take this, hey, we're cool.
Yep. So
This is
you
Lord's
can
tent or
come.
something?
they go ahead.
You can come by.
This Lord's tent?
Yeah.
This is the Lord's
I go
tent.
around because I wouldn't want to.
Oh, yeah, you can go.
Hey, if you're the Lord's, come through, man.
You're of the Lord's.
Oh,
come through.
yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you.
All right,
I
brother.
wasn't gonna do nothing wrong.
All right, brother. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. He
That is
said,
spirit.
this is the Lord's tent.
Yeah. You know.
You are the spirit.
Yep.
And what do y'all about Shimei
What are
Shai,
you?
man?
How about Shimei outside?
The Lord's house. The church. Yeah.
You don't want to disrespect. You know? That's all spiritual.
So this is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 9. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit.
Right.
If so be that the Spirit of God dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the Spirit of Christ, he is none of his.
Right. Spirit of Hamashiach. They say Hamashiach.
Oh yeah, Hamashiach.
You know, go ahead, brother.
And if Hamashiach be in you, the body is dead because of sin, but the Spirit is life because of righteousness.
Right. That's right, man. So we're dead, man.
Yeah,
we're dead. We're literally dead to the world, man.
Yeah. Before I got to this truth, man, the Lord delivered me in all kinds of situations, man. Even though I was being a foolish, man. And man, there's everything spiritual. Everything is a spiritual thing,
Man.
you know. And yeah, the Lord delivered me from that bullet, man. I never forget, man. That bullet melted, man. Literally just dropped from like boom, just dropped. Now I thought about it. I was praying to him, thankful for delivering me from that. You know, he could have me. He could kill me right there and then, or he could have me paralyzed, whatever situation. You know what I mean? But he delivered me from that, and for other things that in the fights and stuff like that. You know how that goes. And he delivered me from the jail too. He came from the jail. I tell you the story of the light, the bright light that came into my cell. I broke down. I ain't sorry. I broke down. So I didn't know what was going on, what was about to happen to me. You know, it's up to the Lord's hands. You know, what kind of sins are they going to throw at me? I broke down. I prayed. And next you know, I felt behind me. I see a reflection out the window. A big, huge light. The tallest light and the oval-shaped light. And I looked, and I felt comfort. You know, I felt like, oh man. Like, first of all, I went to the window. I thought the police were checking on me. You know, okay. I looked for a while. And I said, no officer came. But the guy's like, man, so it wasn't him. And then I thought that, man,
Now read the Bible.
Fear.
and then yes.
Yeah, well, this is proof that you still supposed to be out here.
Yeah.
You know, because people are still coming by even if it's raining.
Yeah.
People are still out. It ain't like everybody just camp outside and they Netflix and they eating popcorn. People are still walking the streets, man.
Yeah. He kind of. I seen like when he got a little closer to us, he kind of started like to fear a little bit, and like when he got a little closer to. He realized that, okay, this is something different. This is
the Lord put a different spirit on these people when they get around us. And you know, we walk around, we're not walking around like, yeah, I'm not, you know, we're not walking around like we're just walking around just like regular. Yet we emit a different type of energy, a different type of frequency. Man. And people be scared, man. People be real scared. Go ahead, brother. I got something to speak on real quick after you.
Okay, real quick.
Yeah.
Pretty much this whole story was about the light.
Yep.
The light in my cell. And I thought about already Peter. He got locked up. When he went to the cell, he seen the light too. And the angel delivered him.
Okay,
You know what I mean? And the angel delivered him from he seen the light in the cell too. And so that reminds me, I said, oh man, Peter went through the same thing. Now I went through the same thing with Peter, but more Peter, he's like, you know, at that time it was really like, man, really violent at the time. You know?
I got it. It's Acts 12 and 7. And behold, the angel, I'll start at 6. And when Herod would have brought him forth, the same night Peter was sleeping between two soldiers, bound with two chains. And the keepers before the door kept the prison. And behold, the angel of the Lord came upon him, and a light shined in the prison. And he smote Peter on the side and raised him up, saying, arise up quickly. And his chains fell off from his hands. And the angel said unto him, gird thyself and bind on thy sandals. And so he did. And he said unto him, cast thy garment about thee and follow me. And he went out and followed him, and wist not that it was true which was done by the angel, but thought he saw a vision. When they were past the first and the second ward, they came unto the iron gate that leadeth unto the city, which opened it to him of his own accord, and they went out and passed on through one street, and forthwith the angel departed from him.
Hey,
Oh, that's beautiful, brother,
Hey.
man. Look at that. See that?
the Lord preserves
See
His spirit,
that?
man.
Right there. And then see, that's gonna happen when the martial law hits. You never know. When you go into jail cells and stuff like
FEMA
that.
camps and
you-
everything.
Yeah, FEMA
Yeah.
camps. You don't know what's about to happen, man. If you-
Testings, all type of.
See, the Lord gonna have to send his angels. Hey, I want my men out of there, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? He's gonna send his angels up, go to the cells, right? And break the men of the Lord, you know what I mean? The saints. They, you know what I mean, God's willing.
Listen to this. 2 Peter 2:9, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust until the day of judgment to be punished.
Yo, look at that, man. See this, man, look at that, brother. See, oh, man, you don't know, man, what to happen, man. When you put in penal camps and jail cells, you're right, you messed up in there, you damn know the Lord's gonna have the angels in there, either to smoke the soldiers in there, or he's gonna give you the spiritual power to get released from that cell and to escape. Just like Peter. You see what happened to Peter, you see how the angel came and got Peter out of there.
Yeah, that's why we gotta walk like the most. That's why we gotta walk like how we gotta be in that same mindset. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all ain't gonna live in here for that long. You know, the more times you can bring me out here anytime. Y'all ain't gonna do too much. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta have that mindset that hey, look, ain't gonna come here anytime now. So I'm gonna be out here pretty soon.
Yeah, man, that happens too. You be locked up for a little bit. I've been there, and you like, man, how long am I gonna be in there? Then you get released. Then what do? Then you go read the scriptures, man. Do a video.
Yeah.
You know?
Through our fleshy side too. We gonna, of course, you're gonna go through the been here for a long time, but
Doubt is gonna try to creep in for sure.
Oh yeah,
Hey, cause like myself, when I was younger in this faith, there would be times that I doubted a lot more. I don't doubt too much now, yet that thought will still come in my mind.
Yeah.
It just doesn't stay there as long as long. Before it would stay. This is a testimony. This is a growth. Because like I said, man, so much stuff happens. You're pretty much forced to like, all right, man, the Lord is with me. You know what I'm saying? You know, not saying that in any presumptuousness or proud, right? That's just what it is. What it is.
Yeah.
Otherwise, why would these things be happening? So you know, you have to accept that.
Right.
All right.
Yep.
You don't take it for granted.
No.
You know, because the Lord, you know, you pray that the Lord continue to be with you. You know, so you doubt less.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because you're settled. You get settled in what the Lord does. You know, you go, all right, I go through hell. All right, at the end of the day, the Lord is going to be with me. You understand what His will is.
Yeah.
Yet that demon of doubt, it still tries to come in your mind. It's just you got so many case studies, testimonials. It'll be all right, man.
Right.
Let me just pray on it. Cool.
Yeah.
You know, and the more and more, and that's why we go through what we go through, so that when that doubt comes, it can just get casted out as quick as possible before it takes root. And once it takes root, it starts growing and growing, and that's when your faith goes away.
Yeah.
You know,
It all.
you cast off your faith, and the scriptures say, matter of fact, let me bring this out. Corinthians, you're not supposed to cast away your confidence. I believe it's in the book of Corinthians.
Oh, just gonna speak on that too.
Oh, go ahead, speak on it, brother.
Yeah.
It's
like-
Hebrews.
It's like how some people they mistaken our wisdom for pride. You know, say we speak with confidence. We speak boldly about the truth and everything. We speak like we know what we're talking about. And some people they take that as pride. I've been noticing that too.
Yep.
So
Yeah, because people aren't used to that. You know.
I'm cutting this white people up and everything. And you know, you got a whole bunch of pride coming out here. No, I was just speaking with confidence. I know what I'm talking about. You know, it's not pride. I'm not speaking happily. I'm telling you this is what's gonna happen to y'all.
Yeah. These are facts.
Yeah, it's a fact. They're in the Bible, but they don't believe in that stuff, so they ain't gonna believe it.
But what if something not believed? Let me get this real quick. Hebrews 10:35. Cast not away therefore your confidence, which hath great recompense of reward. You know, cast not away your confidence. All right, which confidence? That's a compound word with fidelity or with faith.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
you're supposed to be walking with faith. You're not supposed to be walking. Not supposed to. Well, I don't know. Well, maybe. I don't know. I think. Man, you gotta know, man. You gotta know the Lord is with you, man.
Yeah, you can't let your shame, or if you got a lot of shame on you, can't let your shame outpass your faith and everything. Because you lost a lot of people too. They start shaming and they start giving their shame in their mind, start constantly thinking about what they did and everything. You're supposed to repent and let that go and keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Renew yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Forgive yourself.
Yeah, forgive yourself.
Forgiveness. Yeah, well, if you're asking forgiveness from Yahushua, you gotta forgive yourself for it. You know, you gotta know that Yahushua can forgive you for what you've done.
Yeah,
That's the foundation of this truth. You know, repentance, forgiveness. You know, forgiveness of sins.
Yeah.
Because if not, your sins are gonna be down like we were reading earlier in Sirach the 14th chapter. You gotta, and then the Lord, you gotta remember the times that the Lord will sup with you even after you fall.
Yeah.
You know, the different revelations He gives you, the deliverances. You got to know, okay, that's because the Lord is forgiving me for this.
Yeah.
All right, and let me have it in my mind to be contrite. Which you look up that word contrite. It means you're resolved in your mind. You're resolved in your mind not to sin again.
Yeah.
You know, not to do it again. So that has to be in your mind. So that's contrite. And if you have that spirit, the Lord, you don't despise that spirit.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let me read that real quick. That's why you're not supposed to cast away your confidence, because if you're sincere and you're contrite, and you're like, all right, man, I can't slip again. Well, Jake be saying that in the world. I can't slip again. I'm slipping. I'm slipping. Yeah. That used to be my favorite song.
Yeah.
As a kid, I can't get up.
Yeah.
You know, like he's like, I gotta get back up.
Uh-huh.
Psalms 34 and 18. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. Right, and that, again, you look up that word contrite, one of the definitions is resolve not to sin again. So that's what contrite means. So the Spirit had me do a video because there's a brother, he had ate something that he wasn't supposed to eat during the Passat. And you could tell he was real new, and he felt condemned. He was like, man, I feel that the Lord's going to kill me. I said, hey, hey, you didn't know, so be resolved in your spirit not to do it again. So the Spirit had me do a video, you're supposed to have a contrite spirit, not a condemned spirit.
Right.
You know, their spirit should be like, all right, man, you know what? I can't do this again. I want the Lord to be angry with me and destroy me. That's that fear of the Lord.
Yeah.
When you do slip, because you are gonna slip, man. Because the scriptures say, I'm sorry, I know y'all got something on your spirit. I just want to bring this out real quick. Sirach 17 and 25. Return unto the Lord and forsake thy sins. Make thy prayer before His face and offend less. And that's all you can hope to do is offend less. That's all you can hope. That's all you can hope to do is to get better. You know?
Yeah. I was gonna say, you can't build on the house like a sandcastle, man. You gotta be strong as a rock, towards the Lord. So you build like a sand, man. Eventually you're gonna fall. You're gonna sink, and you're gonna like a dust in the wind blowing out the way. You know what I mean? And then I got a scripture.
Do it.
Proverbs chapter 18 and 10. In the name of the Lord is a strong tower, and His righteous runs into it and is safe.
That's right.
Yeah. So He's righteous. The Lord is righteous. You know He's doing something wrong. The Lord is righteous. He knows what to do. All you gotta do is call on the name of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Whatever you have done, forgive your sins, and don't do it again. And keep the faith as a rock, you know what I mean? Keep the faith, He is the rock. He is the high tower.
Yep.
He's safe.
Yep.
You fear the Lord, you run into it, Who's gonna run into it? You're gonna call your mom, you're gonna call your dad, who you gonna call to? The Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That's all you will call to. You know what I mean? He will keep you safe. He will deliver you all the situations you need to.
And a lot of people, they gotta realize that the Lord will send you His blessings in the right time, in due time. You know what I'm saying? And in a time that you need it the most. Not in a time when you think you need it, but in a time when you actually need it. You know what I'm saying? That's when He'll. A lot of people are like, oh, I pray to the Lord, but He ain't answering. But the Lord, He heard you. He heard your prayer and everything. Just that He don't give it to you when the Lord feels when you need it. He's not gonna give it to you because you want it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so King David prayed to the Lord. There's a lot of men was like acting, man. Like, oh man, he was praying. He was feared. See? Like again, he ain't gonna call his mom. David don't call his mom and his dad man for help or his armies. I'm by myself, man. I gotta call to the Lord. And look what happened. Delivered David out of that situation.
Yeah. He's out there solo a lot of the time. Then certain other people came, but he was on the run. He's catching hell.
He's catching hell, right?
Real.
Man.
I'm solo. I'm pretty much a solo. I'm always solo in there. I don't really have too many friends like that. Well, in the world, like in school, I did, but then I only keep friends that I actually like the Bible and talk to. Because I can't talk to everybody, but they don't have the same type of spirit I have. So it's just gonna be a whole bunch of meaningless conversations. So I just gotta keep me like one little true friend that I can talk actually drink about, the truth and everything. Too. So I can't really drink with nobody else about anything.
Yeah, Lord's when we come into this,
Yeah, I was actually going to bring one of these days.
Yeah, Lord's will we come out.
Yeah.
Well, we know your boy Yakeem, he's probably not coming out.
Oh,
He's talking about hell. He's probably not gonna come out. When I was there's a guy, he's in Sacramento, and he gave his number, and he was like, yeah, I want to build, learn, but then he got caught up over hell. He believed in hell and everything like that. I tried to break it down to him, and he just couldn't get it.
Hey, the hell is when them little missiles come down. That's gonna be real hell, man. Hey, y'all gonna receive real pain, man. And really, the thing is, man, y'all gonna actually feel it. Y'all ain't gonna just die. No, y'all gonna feel the pain. Oh, my eyes, my legs, y'all gonna feel it all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why you gotta get right with the Lord, man. These days, man. The days that we in, it's a must to be right with the Lord.
Especially now, especially now. What's the scripture that calling the Lord that is near?
Yeah,
Isaiah, you know what I mean? He's near. He's right now. That door is closing.
Yeah, we're not going to be out here for too much longer.
You can feel it now. It's over.
Hey, once that EMP attack come in,
it's over. You know what I mean? That's when here comes all hell is going to break loose. Martin Law coming in. That's when he had prayer to the Lord, the high power. You know, he set a standard against the enemy. You know?
Yep, you got some scriptures? Got anything?
I think I want to get one.
Yep, yeah, let's get some get some precepts, and then we'll see where the spirit goes.
This is a book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. I'm going to read on down to 17.
Yeah.
It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Right, prepare thy soul for temptation. You're going to be tempted with many things, man. Diverse temptations. Go ahead.
Set their heart aright, and constantly endure and make.
Go ahead.
And not hate in the time of trouble.
Yeah, that's right. When something happens, your first reaction should be quick. All right. Make not haste in the time of trouble.
Cleave unto him, and depart not away, and that thou mayest be decreased at the last end.
Yeah, we coming to the last end right now. We're about to be increased, above everything that we could ever wish for, man. That's what's coming to us brothers, man. We just got to endure a little bit longer. Hey, because there's scriptures that talk about martyrs and things like that. There's also scriptures that talk about us having abundance while people are dying. All right, the servants, not none of them perishing. You got to meditate on both of those things, because the Lord can have it that you're tested with death, and then after that, the Lord will have you set up, and you around and seeing everything being destroyed, man. Yeah. Either way, we're gonna go through tests. Yeah, your mindset has to be, I'm gonna get over this test and win, man. You can't have that mind of, oh man, well maybe I'll make it, maybe I won't. No, you have to be determined to win, man. Yeah. You have to be steadfast. Matter of fact, let me grab that real quick. I was meditating on that before we came out. I'm being steadfast.
Yeah.
Can't waver, man. It's 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. That's right, man. All types of them, man. Probably some car accidents. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, you go ahead, you get it, because he's reading the Surah too.
Okay, so this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 4. So that we ourselves glory in you in the churches of God for your patience and faith in all your persecution and tribulations that ye endure.
Read that again, bro.
So that we ourselves glory in you in the churches of God Right.
For your patience and faith in all your persecutions and tribulations that ye endure.
Patience and faith through all the tribulations that you endure. Because it tells you in Acts the 14th chapter, through much tribulation, we're going to enter into the kingdom of the Most High. So you have to be patient. And then our Lord said, in your patience, possessing your souls, man. All right? So it's all, which patience means to suffer. So you got to suffer this. You got to suffer everything that's going on patiently. Matter of fact, let me bring this out real quick. The book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 27. Actually, you know what? Yeah, here it is. Sirach 4 and 25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Heavenly Father. For thine enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. Y'all speak on it.
Hey, that's what's gonna happen, man. We ready to destroy these Edomites, man. When the Lord give us the power to do so. You know what I'm saying? Right now we're going with this little thing. Esau persecuting us and all that stuff, but we're getting ready to persecute Esau.
That's
You
it.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I was meditating this, man, like, Lord's will around that number. Yeah,
Lord's will, man.
When they, you know how they go in the bunkers and stuff like that? And then you get that mighty. Man, I was meditating, like, how we gonna do this, man? I'm telling brothers, hey, how you wanna do it, man? Like, you wanna carry these dudes or you wanna go arrest them?
I want to
You
share
know
it.
what I mean? I was thinking like that. I was thinking, I was going, knock. Hello. You know what I mean? I was really thinking about that. I was scared. And you're like, what? Who's that? Like, somebody gonna be up there? Nah. Hello. Don't worry. You know, I was thinking like that. You know, pretty much like a, a-hole. You know, I said towards you. Or we just like, you know what, man? Cut the door, go get it. You know what I mean? I thought that's like,
Yeah, thy heart shall meditate terror.
yeah.
That's what the scripture said.
Oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Let me bring it out real quick.
I'm knocking the door, like, don't worry.
I can't wait for them days, man. I can't wait.
Well, you can wait.
I can't wait.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about. It's about waiting.
Yeah, I can't
I
wait.
can wait.
I can't wait.
I can wait till those days.
Yeah.
I can wait. And it's going to be beautiful when you get there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day to come.
It's going to be a great rejoicing when you get there.
Yep.
Yep. Isaiah 33 and 18. Thine heart shall meditate terror. Where is the scribe? Where is the receiver? Where is he that counteth the powers? That's right. So thy heart shall meditate terror.
Oh, I said I was meditating there, man. I was like, that day comes, man. Like I said, I was like, how am I gonna do this? You know, it's just my brother, you know, or not, you know, hello, the wars, your ears, you know, like that. You got a warrant for your arrest. You know, I was really thought about that, you know. I mean, man, pack the door, man, go get it. You know, stuff like that, man. I was thinking about it. You know.
There's a pier right right behind them, a teleport. Pier right behind them.
I used to be into that. Remember Nightcrawler?
Yeah.
That was like what I wanted. I wanted to be able to metamorphosize.
Yeah.
Sorry, what's that?
Oh, this one.
Well, the rain is pouring on your parade, man.
Yeah.
The Lord pouring on your parade. That was that devil that walked by earlier.
Yeah.
You see, that's the spirit of Esau, and you see the Jakes. The Jakes are all and everything cool. When I go by, she just ran up in here, bumped in everything.
What you trying to say? It's pouring. Yeah, it's pouring. What, you want to go home? Or this is going to wrap it up?
What the hell is
Yeah,
that?
Yeah.
They was making those side comments and everything like that out of his mouth and everything.
Trying to say, man, you go home, you know what I mean?
And she's gonna die, man. May the Lord kill her, man. But you got some more?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead. And then we're gonna get that. Well, maybe we'll see. We'll see. No, that goes.
Yeah, you know,
Which is a manifest token of the righteous.
Woo! That's a manifest token of the righteous. You going through that. You having to suffer tribulation. That proves that you're righteous. Matter of fact, well, you know, got a precept. It's his fault.
Hey,
brought it up.
Spirit, man. Spirit.
Yeah, I know. That's a joke. Yeah, it's the book of Philippians. He had to bring that scripture out. So now I gotta bring this scripture
It's
out.
still beautiful.
Yeah. The Spirit. Philippians 1:28. And in nothing terrified by your adversary, which is to them an evident token of perdition, but to you of salvation and that of the Most. Yeah, people coming against you, you going through trials and tribulations. That's the token of your salvation. All right, because that's the chastisement, and that's the baptism. That's the real baptism. That baptism by fire. All right, because it says right here in the book of Salakia. Gotta get another
You're
precept.
good, man. You're good.
It's the book of Isaiah. Hey, because there's certain times you can tell you
Spirit, man.
brother, they want to leave, and they're like, man, this brother keep bringing out precepts.
I'm
you know?
good, man.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I didn't spirit, you know.
That makes sense in my mind.
God, it's Isaiah 48:10. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. Right? So when you go through these things, right, it's a token of your salvation and of their perdition. All right? People coming against you, you going through the trials and tribulations, that's a token of what? Your salvation, their destruction.
Yeah. You know, you really, you kind of mark people with your mind, like, oh, I'm gonna destroy you. Like, oh, you better not make sure you're not dead before I get power, man.
Well, the Lord is going to destroy you and use me.
Yeah, the Lord. Yep, the Lord's gonna use me.
The Lord will.
Yep.
There's a lot of people like that, man. I put curses on. It's like, man, don't let me get that power. Man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let loose on your behind, man. I'm gonna go medieval on you.
Even these women, man, we could sometimes. Well, I'm not saying we can, but you know, we mark these women. You know, women that we want. You know, but you know what I'm saying. They're not gonna mess with us when we're in too.
Yeah, spiritual flame. That's what we used to call it back in the day. A spiritual flame.
That's what I do nowadays.
And that's based off of what happened with King David. King David was promised, and he killed all the Philistines. I believe it was 200 of them, and got they foreskin. You know, he like circumcised them. You know what I'm saying? Brought them back. It was like here.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, and then for that he got Michal, which that's that woman that was talking smack about King David when he was dancing and turning up after we received the Ark of the Covenant back. Right, so he cursed her and she died childless.
Man, bro.
Yeah, he cursed her, but you know what? He had took her from her husband because Saul had gave her to somebody else, but really she belonged to David. So that was his woman anyways.
Right.
So he took her because that was really his wife. But then he ended up not even giving her seed because she was such a demon. That's the background on it. But that's where that comes from, that term spiritual claim, because that was his woman anyways. You know? Yeah. Because a certain woman out here that really belong to you. You know, they might have had a boyfriend or whatever, or something like that. Some of them may be virgins, but they're really your woman. And you know what? You can kind of tell too. A woman, she knows when she's yours too, man. I done had that a few times. Well, I had that a few times in Florida. I was in Florida a couple months back. It seemed like that was long. Yeah, that was only a couple months back. So much happened, you know. But there was one woman, I saw her and I rolled up to her, and she got kind of like spooked, and she was like, she had like a napkin. She was like hitting my hand. And she was just all about me, right? She was supposed to kick it. She ended up blocking me. Oh, and then I came back the next week. I went to some family reunion, and there was a woman. And we just clicked, and then I was like, all right, we gonna go to Miami together, you know. I was like, when I get back, And she was all with it, you know what I'm saying? But then she just bugged out on me. But she knew, and she was talking to her coworker. She knew she was my woman, but it was like it was too much for her. But I wouldn't be surprised before this thing goes down. I run into them same two women. I wouldn't be surprised when I'm flying and I see them. I'm like, come here. Yeah, that's true. There's a certain woman you can tell that's supposed to be your woman. Hey, like the woman chick I got, that's supposed to be my woman. She knows, she's more adamant about it than me. You know, for a while. You know, but she knows. You know, you try to shake her or I try to get rid of her. She won't leave.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Because she knows, like, no, I'm supposed to be with you.
Yeah.
Hey, because ultimately there's certain women you want to be with and you don't, because that's not your woman. She's set up to be with some grimy Jake, and then they supposed to die together, man. And scriptures say a wicked woman is given as a portion to the wicked man. You know? So the Lord got it set up. And if you do have like a real wicked woman and she don't depart, and she end up putting hell on you to the point where you fall out, guess what? That means you was wicked. Because a wicked woman is given as a portion to the wicked man. He whoso pleases the Most High shall escape her. That's what Ecclesiastes in the 7th chapter. Mostly that's why, I'm sorry, brother, but that's why, because you know, you young, you know, you got hormones, you horny, you know, you want certain women. Really, once you start growing in the spirit, you understand. Like these women, man, I don't even want this woman. You don't even really want to be around her because she could really ruin your life. And so if you don't get with a woman, that's actually a blessing, man. If there's a woman, that's actually a blessing, because that might be your woman, but you're not supposed to have her at that point, or she could have been bringing you down. You know? That's the point.
Yeah. It also says that man serve the Lord give a woman that spirit, you know. I forgot what it says. The spirit of the Lord, that Lord will give a woman, a good woman too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The spirit of the Lord. That's a gift from the Lord.
Right.
For their obeying, or they listen to their husband, you know.
Yeah, she listen, because I know you're a woman, she listens, you know, mine listen, she hooked up, you know, giving tights, like a lot of money, y'all gave to the congregation, gave to the brothers, you know what I'm saying? Help out everywhere she can, you know? Yeah, so that's a blessing.
That's a blessing, that's a gift, you know, from the Lord, you know?
Yeah, there's some woman like that, the Lord gonna have mercy on her. You know, as much as she could have done a lot of stuff, because ultimately, men and women are going to be weighed in the balance, you know? A certain type of woman, you be like, man, you can't, you know, you get mad at her. But, you know, she's just in the flesh, too, just like you are. So ultimately, she's going to be weighed out in the balance. And really, you weigh her out in the balance first and foremost, if you want to keep her around. And a lot of times what happens, just as you increase in the fear and the grace of the Most High, that woman will too, you know?
Yeah, the woman kind of begins to be like onto you, you know what I'm saying? You kind of take your traits and your attributes and everything.
That's exactly what it is. Oh, well, she'll say that. You know, like this, right? She got the same one.
Yeah.
You know, she got the, you know, she's like, yeah, I want to be a female just like you, you know?
Yeah.
Which that's good. Your woman should want to do that. You know, that means that she has some type of reverence for it, you know? And, you know, ultimately, ain't nobody gonna be perfect on this side. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that takes people in mind dealing with the woman. You know, it's all about, you know, you going to the best of your ability and her too. And another thing too, if you complain about your woman, also it's good to examine yourself. You know, and then the Lord got her rising up against me because of something that I'm not doing. You know,
It's true.
you know, you're not setting a good vibration within your household. You know.
Take yourself.
You do
something wrong. I need to fix it.
Yeah, cause she gonna do as much as you allow her to, you know. I mean, women they peep a lot of stuff too, man. You know. And because women they're naturally more wicked, they're gonna take advantage of that, you know. And you gotta be a strong killer, you know. You gotta be strong and then make sure that she's doing what. And over time, man, if the Lord working with you will have us that you kind of at bay a little bit. Not to say there ain't gonna be problems in the state. You shall have trouble in the flesh. Yeah, it'll get worked out more and more, you know. If you want it to be, unless you want to just have continual conflict, just be like shut up, you know, having that type of relationship, you know. Right, messed up, exactly. That's not unhealthy. That's very unhealthy. That's gonna be a burden to you continuing on in this faith. Is he gonna say?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
That's the spirit. Yeah, because then you dealing with her, and y'all getting in fights. Now you got a DV case. Now you got kids with her. Then, you know?
Now they're starting to give me the kids away.
Help.
Yeah, help. And he's going to jail, and she's out there now, bucked out now.
Yeah, she's dealing with different men. And now you feel some type of way. Now your pride is hurt.
Yeah,
now it's a whole lot of stuff that can happen, man. That's why you got to be aware of these women.
That's why adultery is such a big thing, man. Because adultery, that messes up a man's heart, man. Like that really messes up more than a woman, man. Like that really messes up. Like know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you come in, you see her getting power driven by somebody else.
Yeah, man. Like,
You loved her, you know, your first love. That destroy you, man.
Yeah.
right. That really does destroy, man.
Yeah.
That's jealousy, you know what I mean? Rage.
Yeah, jealousy is the rage of a man. Matter of fact, let me get it and then we'll get some more precepts. You know, Proverbs 6 and 32. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. A wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. Yeah, and these women, they're all about trying to catch you in adultery. I've been in places where a woman looking at you, man, you're like, man, you think she's single, and then again a dude come out the corner. Like, what the heck?
Man, bro.
These women that got men, they're more available than so-called single women.
Yeah.
And I'm for real. You know? For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare it in the day of vengeance. That's why he's jealous over, because that's really his possession. So you just took his possession. You just stole from a man. Took and stole his woman, so that man he feels invested in her.
Damn, multiple confessions. He stole and he committed adultery.
Yeah.
And the anger himself, the anger, like, oh, you woman and him.
That's why what's the judgment is to kill them both.
Yeah, that's good.
Right.
Yeah, that's the law.
Yeah, that's actually the law.
That's the law.
He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. Yeah, you can't pay off at that point.
No.
That's a personal thing.
It's a personal.
Yeah.
Now they got no. He has to put into his debt now. Right? It comes to the law.
No,
That's the only way. That's the only thing that'll make him feel better.
Feel good, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that'll ease his pain. Not seeing him no more.
Yeah. I can see it now.
Yeah, because then you gotta see him. That'll crush this. That'll crush this. Yeah. Here it is. Y'all all know each other, and I actually have experienced that. That's a spirit because I was meditating on that. My homie, he took a chick from another homie. This is in high school, and I actually I saw all of it. And you know what? I actually I was like living at the one homie, each of my homies, at his house. You know, he gave me his car because he was from New York, so his parents would always be in New York, so he would drive his parents' car and he gave me his car.
Right.
And so I still had keys to his house, and like he just dipped out.
Yeah.
But it's like I saw him took the chick from the nut, like they showed up at like a party together. And it was like just tense. And I'm like, oh damn. Yeah. I seen that, man. But guess what? That chick, she ended up just leaving him. Of course, because he got her by adultery, man. You already know what type of character she got. Like we all know each other, you know what I'm saying? Some little private school girls, some white girls, Edomite girls.
Same thing too happened to me. I was in the gaming world, man. I was in the game stuff. My rule and I have my mindset. It's like I tell everybody, hey man, you know what I mean, I don't want nobody just, you know what I mean, if this dude has a girlfriend or wife, man, that shit's not allowed to take it away from this person, right? So that's always my mindset, you know what I mean?
And that's like usual gang culture too.
Yeah.
You know, I was never in the gang, contrary to what you scoffers say. I never banged, but that's those are rules though. That's like you know that. You know you're not supposed to be doing that. You don't
That's the rules though.
Those are usual. Those are rules. That's general gang rules with gangs and stuff.
See, a lot of people they don't put that order out. You know what I mean? They're like, but I tell everybody don't do that. You know what I mean? You're gonna suffer the consequences. You know. And then same thing with doing like hardcore drugs too. I don't like that crap. You know what I mean? You do that, you want to grass.
Yeah, I understand.
You know what I mean? I was in the world. And then next you know, it's two friends, best friends.
So-called
best friends, right? They go to each other's houses. They always together. They go to work together. And commitment and adultery. I seen it, man. I said, oh, what? You best so-called best friends. What? And you got kids. And you got a kid, man. And then the friend told, and then I guess they were talking about it. Hey, man, I feel like he's telling him, I feel like my wife is kind of cheating on me. He's telling him,
Oh,
right?
man.
And he's the one taking this girl. I'm like, you know, and he's like, I get the story like, I don't know what to say. I don't know, you know, right? And then when I found out, and that's when I told you, hey, yeah, kick rocks, man. That dude for adultery, he has to go. Yeah, we from my hood, you gotta go.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause before I put the hit, you know what I mean? Before somebody, or before he will.
Yeah,
you know, he wants to do it too.
Yeah. Once he find out, he'll be it.
It's over. Man, I told her, yeah, go, man. Yeah, cut. You know, and he put adultery, they were together. She went back with the dude, the main dude. You know what I mean?
Oh, they got back together. After she had the kid.
Yeah.
Oh, that kid's probably messed up.
Y'all messed up like, yeah, all like criminal. Like, what the hell?
Well, yeah, the kid, something bad's gonna happen to that kid.
Yeah,
And that's what happened when King David committed adultery with Bathsheba. That son died.
Oh wow. Yeah. And that kid that she got trouble in talk. She can't talk right.
Oh, the child, right?
Yeah,
well,
child.
let me bring this out. Yeah, because that's the judgment.
Yeah.
That's the judgment. That's the judgment
Yeah.
when you commit adultery, then you have a child.
child.
I'm gonna read it because if the Lord don't kill that child, something bad happens to that child.
Yeah.
Like you see a lot of these children, they got autism or they mute or something like that. They got this anything like that is because a lot of times they're products of adultery.
Yeah.
And that's the judgment upon them. Wisdom of Solomon 3:16. As for the children of adulterers, they shall not come to their perfection, and the seed of an unrighteous bed shall be rooted out.
There it is, see?
That's why she got that plague, man.
Yeah.
It's a daughter.
The daughter, yeah.
Yeah, see, that's why she got that plague, man.
Yeah.
The Lord ain't playing.
Heck no.
What kind of flag is it?
She can't really function right. Like she can't talk like how numbers. You know how numbers.
Yeah.
You know, like yeah.
That's probably
Movement. Like no, she can talk English, but she can't.
She can't really verbalize.
She clear it. Like what?
She kind of got like a dumb spirit.
Yeah.
She kind of got like a dumb spirit.
Like that, yeah.
She's slow.
Yeah. Like that. And then man. So when that's from there, you know what I mean? From there, I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like that was madness, man. I was thinking like, damn, bro, straight, you know.
Had a kid and then got back.
Yeah, I got that to do. You know what I mean?
Damn.
You know what I mean? And that dude, man, he wants blood, you know what I mean?
Yeah. He still want to kill him.
Yeah, the jealous, you know, like, especially a so-called best friend, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's, man.
For though they live long, yet shall they be nothing regarded, and their last age shall be without honor. Yeah, so if she lives long, she not gonna be nothing regarded. Because she can't even speak, she can't even function in society, right? Or if they die quickly, they have no hope, neither comfort in the day of trial, for horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation. A lot of these children born are born of adultery now, man. A whole lot of them.
Yeah, so, man, that was crazy. Wow. Yeah, man. I was waiting for dude to you know, pull pretty much when they said on this dude, man. I mean, I'm understandable, so I ain't. You know what? That's on y'all. Y'all go handle it. You know what I mean? I'm out. Leave me out of it. I'm not yet mad. You know what
That's a punishable offense. Well, if that's in the spirit. In the spirit, you felt like that because that's according to the law.
Yeah.
You know, that's why he was like, hey, he do what he do, because that's what it's supposed to be. Leviticus 20:10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death.
Surely. See that? Man, that's why I'm like, nah, I'm cool. That's between you guys, man. I'm out of there, man. Don't call me. Don't, you know. Hey, anything I can do, you know.
That's why you gotta be thankful if you really trying to penetrate in this world, because you never know if they been have men or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the word.
A lot of these women are harlots, man.
Yeah, it's damn women. That's a spirit, man. See that? I like King David, man. It's like, man, we'll put your ass in the jail, so man, I'm gonna pull out here, you know what I mean? You know? Man, just imagine that right there. I mean, we had that power, man.
Yep.
You can get all the damn women. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Up in the cell, you know what I mean?
Yeah, these women are. These women, which I don't like speaking too much on women, yet Hey, women are an integral part of our downfall, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Scripture say the she that is my enemy. Oh, remember? It's right here, and the woman came by.
Yeah.
Stop speaking, stop talking.
Yeah.
Complete demon, man. These women are complete devils, man.
Yeah, Eve is the reason why we're in this situation today. You know what I'm saying?
Eve?
Yeah.
Hey, and it tells you that Eve was in the transgression.
Yeah.
All right, because they try to put it on Adam. Adam was the man. He was supposed to know better. Adam didn't have any. He didn't know that she was gonna come at him with some crazy stuff like that. Why would he think that? He's thinking, oh, this is my helpmate. This is my woman. He ain't thinking that she's coming at him on some subtlety. That the serpent came at her with.
Yeah.
Why would he think that? He's thinking, she's my woman.
Yeah.
You know? But hey, man, yeah, you gotta. The scripture say, man, you gotta beware of these women, man. As a matter of fact, since you brought it up. Hey, because that's really the spirit of this week, man. That women are all in. Hey, women are being abased right now, man. They can't take it. Well, that's why they say, oh, look, there's a war on women.
Yep. With the abortions and all that stuff. And
Yeah, the Lord is judging you. That's what's happening.
Yep.
All right, you're being recompensed for all the wickedness you did.
It's gonna be a lot of not trying to be racial, but it's gonna be a lot of black women being put to death in these days. Man.
Oh yeah,
Man.
yeah. Most of these so-called black women, they're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
Hey, the women of the tribes, it's gonna be mostly the so-called Latinas. You know? That's what I can see happening.
I can see it too.
These majority of these so-called black women, they're too stubborn. You know?
Latinos are gonna get ravaged, man. They're gonna get ravaged too. They're gonna get ravaged too. A lot of them are because they're gonna be all on the street. They're gonna know where to go. Oh, hey, can you help me? Oh, yeah. And then he's gonna take them up and take them somewhere in the alley.
Yeah.
Do whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man, it's a rough time to be a woman, man. And these women, what's interesting is they're realizing it right now. It's like it all just hit them like right now. And it's starting off 2019. Ben said it's going to be a rough year for women. And it's been a rough year for women just nonstop.
Yeah.
And they've been having these shirts. They say the future is female, women empowerment, so on and so forth. Then the woman stuff that already hit its peak. Now they on a downfall right now, man. First Ezra 4:26. Yea, many there be. Actually, you know what? I'll start at 20. And I'll start at 14. O ye men, it is not the great king, nor the multitude of men, neither is it wine that excelleth. Who is it then that ruleth them, or have the lordship over them? Are they not women? Women have borne the king and all the people that bear rule by sea and land. Even by them came they, and they nourished them up that planted the vineyards, from whence the vine cometh. These also make garments for men. These bring glory unto men, because the glory of a man is what?
The woman.
The woman. For a regular man, our glory is the knowledge of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. All right?
That's what's in order.
Say it again.
That's what's in order. The Heavenly Father and the Son, Yahweh, and the men, the women, and child.
Right. Because we, that is our glory, and above all, our glory is that we know this truth. Jeremiah 9:23. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am the Lord Yahweh, which exerciseth love and kindness, judgment and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Lord. That's right, man. So in that glory of delight that you know Yahweh Shai. You know? Even though the woman is the man's glory, above all we glory in the knowledge of Yahweh Shai. Because if our woman just left, we just gonna say, oh look, my glory's going. No, man, you gotta keep doing the work, man.
Keep on going.
Yeah, if a woman dies, if a woman leave, take the children, do this. Hey, life goes on, man.
Life goes on. I still gonna praise the Lord.
That's it, man.
I mean, honestly, Joe.
Yeah, that's the spirit. That's what I was just thinking. Joe's wife. She said, curse the Most High and die.
Yeah, man.
You know?
What? You know what I mean? I could hear him, man. What, woman? You crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I'm not doing that. I'm still gonna praise the Lord no matter what.
Yeah.
All right. You know, whatever, man.
He's talking about the Lord here, the Most High Power, the person, the being that created everything, that created our mother and father, our mother's mother and father. You know, literally created They raise him life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's worthy to be praised.
Yeah.
Esau, man. No respect. Should have blocked him off.
Yeah.
Damn, don't start beating him up. Then look, he's looking back at everything. That's the spirit. He's looking back.
Hey, man.
I'm playing.
Yeah.
Go around. Hit him. These devils gonna do what they do. Hey, let it be a curse unto him.
Yep.
1 Corinthians 11 and 7. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of the Most High. But the woman is the glory of the man. You know, that's why it says that here in 1 Ezra. These also make garments, verse 17. For men, these bring glory unto men, and without women cannot men be. Right, these bring glory unto men because the glory of a man is the woman. All right, it says, and without women cannot men be. Which is true, because you need a man and a woman to bring forth life.
Kind of balance too, you know what I'm saying? Because kind of the yin and yang, we need the woman, you know, to kind of power and root us up to bring us, you know, power. You know, not really common, you know, I don't know, because really most likely power, but you know, a woman kind of brings us up, like somehow. You know?
Well, a woman's supposed to be a helpmate. She's supposed to be a comfort. You know,
Yeah,
she's supposed to be a comfort.
Yeah.
That's what a woman's supposed to be.
It's helpful.
A helper, a helpmate. She's supposed to assist you in your duties. You the CEO and she the secretary. You know?
There you go.
She's supposed to carry out your task.
Yeah.
Which is why Esau is so against polygamy. Hey, because that's a little kingdom right there.
Yeah.
Say you was Jake, right? You got a good head on your shoulder. You got a few businesses, and you got like 7, 8 women. Them businesses is gonna pop, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they cause a woman loves working, man. That's why these women, they get into their careers, man. They going full steam ahead, man.
Yeah.
A Jake don't really like working like that, man. I mean, he do. Even if it's, but a Jake, he's trying to work as little as possible. Jake trying to kick back, man.
Yeah.
A woman, her mind is like geared towards work.
Yeah.
She always got to be doing something.
They can't help it. Yeah, that's what they clean.
Like my grandma.
Yeah. Right. Well, they call it OCD.
Yeah.
Obsessive compulsive disorder. They say it's OCD, but really,
help it.
a woman, because that's what she's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be cleaning something. She's supposed to be guided. That's how she's programmed.
Yeah.
A Jake could just, man, you can do a few things, especially Judah, man. You're gonna do a few things and then just chill the rest of the day, and then. That's how I am, man. I do a little bit. I ain't lazy. I'll do work, but it's like I'd rather just work when I have to a little bit and then just go back to chilling.
It's that.
You gotta take care of your responsibilities. You know what I
I'll
mean?
hit it real quick and then I'm cool. I ain't doing I ain't trying to do no super extracurricular, go beyond the Call of Duty type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That power mentality that we have in us, we have a kingly mentality. We're not made to be working for other people. We're supposed to be working for us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's why now I can work a lot. See, now I can work a lot because I got my own business. You know, I'll put in work, but even with that, man, it's mostly from home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm on the computer, I'm busting moves, I'm making calls, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
But I ain't about to be out in the field digging ditches and like, I can't, I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Your camp that you was at, down, the Warfield?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was working at the Warfield. That's I work around I work for concerts like that, like for music venues like that. I lost my train of thought. What kind of forgot what we were going into?
Talking about working.
Yeah, working. The woman, or the woman is likes to work no matter what. But man likes to chill, taking responsibility.
Yeah, just like work. I picked the best work I could do. I don't want to do no hard labor. I don't want to.
Man.
Yeah, I'd rather do some like I'll do it. I do security. I do stand in one spot or. You know what I'm saying? Guard somewhere.
That's a big job right there, man. Yeah, security.
Yeah.
That's security. Yeah, good job slacking, man.
It might be Friday, man.
Oh yeah. Top flight security.
Yeah.
Top of the world, Craig.
This is boring. Dude, I like boring.
Yeah, I like boring, bro.
I like it.
Easy money,
Really,
man.
the
Easy
boring.
money.
Yeah,
We have a big mindset, we have a big spirit, we have a big imagination. So we don't really get bored just fast. We're steady in our mind.
In the mind, yeah. So that's not boring. You can come up with a lot. You can come up with some other ideas to make money while you're doing that. You know. But yeah, But these women, man, they'll bust moves, man. They got 2 jobs but they're with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I don't have nothing else to do. I got a lot else to do for work. You know what I'm saying?
They clean the living room, kitchen, you know, and then plus, go in the room, clean their room, and then after that, it's dinner.
Yeah.
They can't stop. I
Yeah.
can't help it. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah, which is good. That's a good spirit to be in. You got certain women, but you got certain women. That's like a woman that's actually in tune with her femininity. You got certain women, they'll just lay around and just eat Funyuns all day and watch TV shows. You know, they're of no use, man. They gotta go. Because they might say, well, you're lazy. You're just, hey, we'll give you advice. We give advice. You know?
Exactly.
Even if we're not working, we give you advice. He's giving you game. Giving you the game,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
so to speak.
So all the women I ever, really talk to, I just give them advice, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's really, and they always all come to me for advice and everything.
Come back forever, man.
Yeah.
Yea, verse 18, yea, and if men have gathered together gold and silver or any other godly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty? Yeah, a beautiful woman. Because it tells you, now we brought it out last week through the Spirit, that a woman, Sirach 36 and 22, the beauty of a woman cheereth the countenance, and a man loveth nothing better. Yeah, beautiful woman. You can kind of be going through something, and you wake up, you see a woman, you feel good, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Exactly. I got a cool little joint. All right, cool. Yep, that's right. If there be kindness, meekness, and comfort in her tongue, this is what you're going into, then is not her husband like other men. That's right, man. Yeah, she gives you good words. Oh, no, baby, it'll be okay. Those comforting words.
Yeah. See, like that's good help. You know
That's
I
what
mean?
a woman's supposed to
You
do.
know, supposed to do, rub your back, you know what I mean, when it comes to words.
Right. Cook you something.
Cookie something. Yeah, make sure they gotta take care of their man, their husband, you know what I mean? Hold down the household, like, you know what I mean? If they have children, you gotta teach the children too, you know what I mean?
Yep.
To hold it down.
And with that, we shall give you all your desires, everything you want.
Yeah, that's where all the pieces at the household, like everything's got treated. Yeah, you're gonna have, some bumps in there and there.
Right.
That's good, that's all right, you know?
Yeah, because if you don't have trouble in the flesh in this world,
Yeah.
overall you can minimize that with the woman, man.
Yeah.
You know, if you're on point. Really, at the end of the day, like, you're the head of the house. You know, so you got to set that vibration. You know. He that getteth a wife begetteth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. That's right. That's a possession. The woman, which is why a man he's so messed up when a man takes his possession.
Yeah. They get really messed up.
Right, where no hedges, there the possession is spoiled, and he that where no hedges, there the possession is spoiled. That's right, man. What's that possession? That woman. She gets spoiled.
Yeah.
You know? If you ain't got that hedge, the Lord ain't put that hedge up, he'll have it so that the Jew can come in and take her, you know?
Yeah.
If the Lord ain't with you, man.
The Lord ain't with you, man. About to happen.
You'll come in one day and she's doing this and that with this guy. You know, you wonder why she wasn't cooking for you no more, why she ain't coming around no more. Because she was with some other guy. Or multiple dudes.
Yeah, man. You see that back in the day, remember that one show, Maury?
Yeah, oh man.
Oh, that show, man, that's cold. Man, how they put, you know what I mean, mocking me. Yeah, but all his wives saw her, you ain't the father, all adultery right there.
Yep.
All kinds of adultery, mental building, and security spring show, all.
I got 4 or 5 different dudes on there.
Yeah,
Man.
man.
That's what happens. That's what happens when a woman isn't in subjection, man.
Yeah.
Because she has too much liberty. And what is she doing? She's doing the most. Well, it tells you right here, Sirach 26 and 6. But a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and a scourge of the tongue which communicateth with awe. Yeah, you'll see that, man. The woman will get real jealous. Yeah. Especially the women of our nation, they get very jealous. You know, some of them, they may be open to you dealing with another woman, but she's like, I got to be the main one.
Yeah, not her.
She feels that, okay, she's too much of a competition.
lot of women, they want to accept polygamy, so they think that we just some niggas, we just want to fuck, we just want to have a threesome. That's really why a lot of these women don't really accept that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they think, but you know what I'm saying? But with us in the truth, like if a woman's able to judge, you know, we have to read from the Bible, they should know that we're not here just to, you know, to ravish, you know,
Yeah.
all
It's some family stuff.
Yeah.
It's really family.
We're trying to build, make a build a
Business.
family. Yeah.
It's a family business.
Uh-huh.
And that's really what it is. And that's really what happens because me working my bit, I see this a lot clearer. Me working the business when my woman used to work with me. You can see we were there, we counting the money together, we're doing this. I'm like this and this.
Yeah.
It works so much. It's worked so smooth when you have a woman and she's on board with your plan and she's contributing to your plan. It's going all good.
Yeah.
And then you're like, man, if I had another woman, I could set her up over here. Then we could really have it coming in.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then we all together. That's cool.
Yeah, all in one mind.
And again, Esau knows that. That's why he outlaws polygamy, but he promotes adultery.
Yeah, because our law, we're supposed to protect them, and then while we're protected, you know, while we're serving our law to protect you, you gotta serve us. You gotta make us food. You know what I'm saying? You know, take care of the kids. You know,
Yep.
you know, stay in the house and you know, clean house.
It
stuff
makes
like that.
sense. Yeah, and everybody's cool.
Everybody's happy.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's happy, you know. She's doing her job, you doing your job, and everybody's good. All
Yep.
fair in the Lord here.
Right.
It's all
Yeah,
good.
you're rendering due benevolence, meaning you're having sex with them. You know, everything is cool. And you'll want to have more sex with a woman if she's doing what you say to do.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they don't have to earn it now, and they, you know, when you have polygamy of a lot of females, they don't have to earn it. So, you know, they're gonna all want to have sex. You can't have sex with all of them. So, you know, you know, oh, okay, you cooked some good food. Oh, you did. I like the way you did this. Okay, you're gonna get it. You know what I'm saying?
All types of women are about to come to us, and I can feel this one, man. Cause you can go up to a woman now, and before she, you go up to a woman, they're like, okay, if I just go like, all right, look, you grab her, you know what I'm saying? She's with it.
Yeah, but then when you start like getting deep in the scripture, you start talking about some truthful things. Then like, okay,
Oh,
wait, hold on.
yeah. I'll let a woman find that out, man. You know, I might say something here and there, but with me dealing with a woman, this is personal advice. I say just to let it, just let her just vibe out on you and then just introduce stuff slowly, you know?
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
I bet you been getting those looks too by the woman. You know, they've been giving you like certain looks and everything.
I say, yeah, the last couple months has been crazy. Oh yeah, coming out here. These women go out Reno, come here. These women be coming around all the time, looking.
Exactly.
Yeah, because these women can feel that reproach
spirit,
coming.
yeah,
They
that
can
too.
feel that reproach, and this is a part of that reproach. The abortion laws. And what are they saying? There's a war on women. So in a woman needs what? Protection.
Yep.
What's that protection? A man.
Yeah.
Simple.
Simple. That reminds me of book of Eli.
Yep.
How see that woman, it's when no laws are used, all hell's breaking loose, they're gonna look for a man like for protection. Cause I got sex like hell of times. I need help. You know what I mean? They don't look like
Or she see the other guys get raped, other women get raped, other guys raping women.
yeah.
You know.
And that's when they're gonna come for help.
Other
They're
people get rejected though for not being, you know, in order, not being clean. You know what I'm saying? Not being, you know, looking all messed up. Got a whole bunch of kids.
Yeah, a lot of these women are just gonna die. Them
Definitely.
and their children, they're gonna die.
And really, that's the most high declining you. And it's not really less, it's the most high declining you. You know.
According to Ezekiel 9.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of because a lot of those children are children of adultery.
Yeah.
Right? So it said that horrible is the end of the unrighteous generation. All right, she was with one man, and then she messed with him, and then she got him to the side, and eventually she fell out with the other dude. Now she's a single mother, and them children come out, their children of adultery. The Lord gonna kill them. So that's why, it sounds rough, but it is what it is. All right? And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, and 7 just means a complete number.
Yep.
And you can clearly see that. That's why these women now, a lot of these women, they'll be a lot more open, but then they still got them demons on them. Like I said, when I was in Florida, I was wild. It was just like, I'm just here, and then the woman just looking, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna talk to you later. So, all right. They just totally with it. But then they got their own girls, or Satan in their mind, like, he a player, he this and that, Satan's
Yeah.
talking to these women a lot, man.
Yeah.
And then ultimately, it ain't really that time. It ain't that time to have all types of women.
Yeah.
And because say I had, because 7 just means a complete number. Say I had 5, 6 bad chicks, right? They all live within a block radius. Now I'll still come out, yet in my so-called free time, I want to deal with those women. I mean, I'm talking about a woman of my liking, man.
Yeah.
You know, I got a thick Judite here.
Beautiful.
You know?
Yeah.
I got a beautiful Bishop right here, a beautiful Manasseh. I'm gonna want to give them some attention, man. And now, you know, you got one woman, you might have one chick you deal with on the side, you know, every now and then. You can still do what you can.
Yeah.
Not do what you can, do what you need to do. You can go to the max. You see what I'm saying? Now when this society breaks down, when we're not preaching anymore, when when it is what it is, that's when the women are gonna come. And then it's gonna be, all right, what you want? All right, do I really want this chick? And a lot of these women you're not even gonna want. Hey, because reading this scripture before, you might be like, all right, yeah, 7 women. But now you're like, man, I don't even want to deal with these women. They're so crazy.
Yeah.
You know, they're all messed up in the head. And they had all these different men, all these different spirits, personalities on them from the different men that have inseminated in them. So you don't really want to deal with a woman like that.
Yeah, come.
You know, she's all sassy, talking smack. Why would you want to deal with that?
Yeah, we want a feminine woman. We don't want no man. We want a feminine woman, a woman that's actually a woman. You don't want somebody. Want a woman that's actually gonna be a woman, not a woman nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Where do you find that?
Find what?
A woman that's a woman.
Hey man, you can go, man. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, see, that dude, he knew he was a demon.
Yeah.
You know? We will eat of our bread, our own bread, and wear our own apparel. Yeah, so a woman isn't going to come to you talking about, you got to pay my bill on some Destiny's Child. Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bill? I remember that song. If you do, then maybe we can chill. Straight prostitute, because that's these women right now. They're in the spirit of boredom, of prostitution, man.
What's that one song too by TLC?
No scrubs. Yeah.
A lot of sellouts. A lot of women are sellouts nowadays. Selling their body and everything.
Oh, real quick. They hitting the bowl. They're doing the most, man. But see, that's all gonna change. Women are gonna come bearing gifts. Like, oh yeah, I got garments for myself, food. I can give you some too. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Yeah, I'm burning woman. Let's burn this woman. So on and so forth. To take away our reproach. Hey, because these people, they don't know about the men of the Lord, man.
Yeah.
These people are like how they're respected right now. Like the spirit that we got on. Oh, like I was in Arden, right? There's this cool Jake, he owns a bar over there, like a little bar and like food spot. And I went up, and there's like some big Terry Crews type Jake, right? And then he asked me for my ID, and he was like, hey man, I ain't mean no disrespect. No. I'm like, nah bro, it's cool. He's like, nah man, like, he was acting like I was gonna take him out or something like that. But there's a lot of people like that, dude.
Yeah.
They're just super respectful.
I
They're
get
like,
that a lot too, man.
yeah. And they're not like I'm a kind of big dude, but I ain't like no. This was like a big old Terry, big swole, 6'4". He used to play like Jake probably played football or something like that in college. So he was just like, hey man, you cool? I'm like, yeah, bro, you cool. But see, that's because the Lord is putting it in these people's spirits to just be respectful and to know. So in this time it says, let us be called by thy name to take away thy reproach. Because these women would be like, okay, I belong to him. And that's going to resonate with people, you know? Yeah. Just like you was talking about when you was younger in the games, right? Yeah. Like say you say my uncle is this dude, he an OG. People gonna be like, oh, that's your family?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's exactly like that. It's exactly. That's how it was with me and my cousins. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's your relative? Oh, I didn't. Yeah, somebody do something to me, roll up on me, and then I tell like my older cousin, because I used to be in and out, right, of LA. Right. I'd be in the East Coast for a long time, then I come back for a little bit. Right. So you come back, you're looking different. People don't recognize you. You know, different neighborhood, whatever. I'm like, yeah, man, they try to hit me out. They're like, oh, that was you. Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, oh yeah, please.
Because they name ring bells in the street.
Yeah. Yep.
That's how it's gonna be with us, man. People gonna know. Oh, them Israelites.
You on that video?
Exactly. It's gonna be just like that.
I know. Oh, that's your man. Oh, okay. You was on the news. You did that miracle. Like that.
Yep. It's gonna be just like that. And then people just gonna know us from just coming out here, just like people already know now. But then also it's gonna be on the news. Everything it's gonna be viral, so to speak.
Yeah, that's spiritual too, because that's what happened back in the day, man, with King David's army, man.
Yep.
They talking about the army, the whole men from Israelites, man. The Lord's with them, man.
Yep.
You can't defeat them.
That's what happened with Abigail and Nabal. Remember the dude? He pretty much had like a stroke. His heart failed him, so he had like a stroke. And remember, King David was about to just go and kill everybody, but then Abigail, she rolled up and was like, "Nah, I know you and your men that you gonna be the king. I know that y'all are mighty men." So on and so forth.
Yeah, they know.
Know what time it is.
Yeah, they know what's up. Like, oh man, don't mention them Israelites. They mighty men,
Yep.
The Lord's with them.
Oh yeah, and the Lord is gonna give us that power, man. Yeah. You get a few more priests. Said that before.
Oh
but,
yeah.
You know, the book of Zechariah, chapter 12, verse 8. In that day, I'll start at 7. The Lord Yahweh also shall save the tents of Judah first, that the glory of the house of David and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem do not magnify themselves against Judah. Which is spiritual, because when you read in Samuel, in Samuel. It'll number like Israel, and then it will number Judah, and this is before the split.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I know
So that's all spiritual. You know. And because the Lord, He set up Judah as the head, and it said the tents of Judah, so Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, which is why for the tents, which is why for the longest you would just see so-called blacks out on the highways and edges, because Judah, Benjamin, and Levi start with Judah getting his truth first, and then it expands to the northern kingdom, which is why now you see a bunch of northerners coming into the truth.
I noticed this too. Like I discerned this a long time ago. I noticed with Judah. I noticed that we kind of get like information first. Like I noticed that even like before the truth, like even like certain like dancing or certain like that, I'll learn about this, and the next a couple weeks later, everybody starts catching on to it. Like, oh, okay, wait, how did I know this? They didn't know about it now. Like before, like a couple weeks later, now they know about it. I realize that
That's just the order.
Yeah.
That's just the way the Lord sets things up.
I've been realizing that having a lot. Like I've been noticing. I hear about something or something comes to my mind. Next you know, it happens a couple of weeks later. I'm like what? Crazy.
Now read it.
Yeah.
This is Revelation 11:11. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and a great fear fall upon them, which they say to them. And they heard a great voice from the heavens saying, "Come up hither," and they cried up to heaven in the clouds.
Right, that's talking about the chariot. Go ahead.
And their enemies behold them.
Right, Esau, all these other nations.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fall. And the earthquake was slain of men, 7,000.
Right, everybody on the soils of America is going to get hit by this earthquake, which is caused by the nuclear missiles. Go ahead.
And the remnant were afraid and gave glory to the Most High of heaven.
Right, the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven. Yep. The Wadi Al-Bashir
We get in?
Are you cool? You can walk through.
Go ahead.
We know what you guys are talking about.
We're reading the Bible. You got some more, bro?
Yeah. And the second woe is past. And behold, the third woe come quickly.
All right, the third woe coming quickly. Talk about World War III. The second woe talking about World War II. Then you have World War III. Sorry, say it again. The Church of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Yep. Yep. You got some more?
Oh, no, wait.
Back in ever been in a fight? That might be a 5'1" game.
Yeah.
5'1", 130 something like.
Yeah.
Be out there giving it to everybody.
It's spiritual, man. Like, what's that?
I'm not sure.
Syrian type of guy.
Could have been, yeah.
Could have been. Yeah, it was pretty crazy how I read that speaking on Iran. World 3 is coming, you know what I mean? And, you know, Babylon and Iran is gonna head up. And then reminds me of, you know, remember the ram horn, the ram, and then the Grecians, the goat. How, the spiritual, how back in the day, this is spiritual thing. Same thing
coming back.
Same thing coming back, you know what I mean? Now they're gonna head.
Yep, because the Greeks took down the Persians.
Yeah.
Now the Persians are going to take down the Greeks.
Yeah.
Then we're going to take them both down.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So, man, I'm going all over the place. You know, it's everything spiritual. Like they forgot. See, the Lord, man, the Lord Yahweh, and the Son Yahweh Shai, man, good test players. They forgot about these men right here. They forgot my men. They forgot about me. And the Lord is coming down in His glory in the host, the heaven. They forgot.
Oh, we're the last nation. Everybody's checking
the last. Yeah, they're the man. How they gonna get in top of good?
Get some niggas.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Which is spiritual, because then they're gonna destroy each other in the valleys of Jehoshaphat, and then we just gonna slide in.
Yep.
Because all these nations' armies are gonna be gathered over there. We don't have armies to fight, so we're gonna be exempt from that. So we just gonna slide right in.
Right there, 144.
Yeah.
It's gonna be changed in a twinkle of an eye.
Yep.
Boom. You know what I mean? They're gonna be great fear. Like, what?
But once we get changed though, we gotta go in the chariots to get like the new body.
We get changed, right? And then we're gonna come down.
So wait, are we gonna get changed in America, or we gotta go in the chariots first to get changed?
No, as we're going up, that's when we're gonna get changed.
Oh, okay.
Because to be in a chariot, you have to have that new body. So our body is gonna be changed, and then we're gonna be in the chariot with the new body.
Yeah, there we go.
See,
America
see
done.
That's spiritual, man. That was Iran, the goat and the ram. The goat and the ram right there. So they go ahead, look.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. All right, gonna give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Ruach HaKodesh. All right, and death to America, and shalom to the elect.
Shalom.